Stay up there for a second.
Yep. Here we
Okay.
go. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of 4th and 15 with Mel and Smooth. I am Mel, and joining me as always is Ronnie Big Smooth Hennigan. Smooth, what's up, man?
Not a whole lot, Mel, man. Been a long week. Um, but blessed to be here, man. I love doing this and I'm excited for our guest today, man. What about you?
Uh, we just finished our first week of camp at the great Lutheran West High School. Go Longhorns. Um, I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. Like I feel like with all we got going on as a company and this coaching job, it's headed in the right direction, and I feel like it's a blessing.
That's what's up,
And
man. Oh, I forgot to tell you on air, congratulations on getting the position. I know we
oh man, thank you.
didn't tape last time, when we had a chance to, talk about that. So, publicly, congratulations on the position, man.
I,
That's pretty
I
cool.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. And speaking of a blessing, this happened at the right time. We reached out after talking to one of his teammates who was wearing green with a cat on their helmet, and it's just he was nice enough to reach back, and it's a true blessing. So I'd like to at this moment welcome the greatest player in arena football history, Barry Wagner. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you, God. Thank you. It's a blessing to be here. A blessing to be on the show. I'm glad to be here. Unfortunately, I lost a friend Tuesday to Corona. My childhood friend that been with me for 40 years, and he was younger than
Sorry to
me,
hear that.
and I know he's looking down on me, and I'm just a little emotional about it still. But God is good, man. God is awesome. So with that said, I would love for everybody to really take this virus serious because in Florida, I live in Orlando, and our
Hmm.
governor is losing his mind right now. Don't want to mandate masks. Don't want tell people to let their kids go to school without masks. And this thing is it's serious. You know.
Hmm.
So it's an opportunity for me to vent a little bit if y'all don't mind. Um,
Oh, go ahead, man.
to,
You good?
to talk about how serious this thing is. Here in our governor and what he's not doing. A lot of politicians talk about for the people, but they say that, but they're not for the people. They're for themselves.
Hmm.
And to me, being who I am here in Orlando, that started my career, uh, to to uh, to be on the higher stage in arena football at the time when it was big, um, to have a voice when we became free agents for the league back in 2000, for guys can become free agents. It's just a blessing, man. All the stuff I've been through. So people, we have our own mindset. We 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 don't let politicians run the world. We supposed to run the world, which we don't, because they tell you to do this and do that. Like your former president tell you this thing wasn't real. It's a hoax. It's not that. And turn around, people dying. And I think that would lost him the presidency because I'm not into politics, but I think that would lost him because he didn't take this serious and he was hiding so much stuff from us. And then people opened their eyes to it, you know. But that's just the word. I just stay safe, man, because it can happen to anybody. Because it happened to me, losing somebody that been with me since I was a kid, since I was 7 years old,
Yeah.
and he younger than me, so that's the scary part. Unfortunately, we've been blessed that we had it in December. And like I was telling you earlier, man, we got it from I know I got it from the surgery center. I had surgery that Tuesday. My wife had symptoms that week, during that week. So thank God we made it out of it. I got my shot. She got one of hers. She getting her other one. Um, so everybody want to be scared of the shot, but you rather have a shot to to ease it, or you rather have a ventilator that you barely make it out of.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
y'all make that decision. A lot of people making the wrong decision, man, and getting sick. Don't have to be as sick as it get. You know what I'm saying? With the shot, it could. Ain't say it's gonna stop it, but it could slow it down where the point where you don't have to be hospitalized.
Amen.
You know.
Amen.
But go ahead. Let me answer some of these questions and let me see can we have some
Well,
fun tonight?
Well,
Oh man.
before we get started, we gotta send a shout out to our sponsors. Well, first off is Box Band, strength through resistance. Resistance is key if you're a fighter. You just want to get some exercise. Even maybe you want to lose a little weight through cardio. Box bands is the way to go. Also, uh, Kafifi for me. This is some great coffee. We actually got the mocha blend, and bruh, I'm even more of a big coffee drinker than I was before. So kafifiandme.com, I believe, is the website, if I remember correctly. So go out and get you some coffee. Screw Starbucks. It's too expensive anyway.
Oh man, don't say that.
And
That's my favorite.
and Uncle Rico's quarter mile challenge.
Oh
You want to get your quarterback in order? Go to Uncle Rico's quarter mile challenge. He can throw over them mountains.
it never gets old, man. It just never
Keep
gets
telling y'all, man.
old. Every
Hey,
time it's
man.
like, oh man, crazy.
I keep telling y'all, man. So, Coach, take us through humble beginnings. What was life like for you growing up? Your years as a child, going into high school, and then high school before
Oh man,
college.
I don't know. We got time for this. How long is the show?
About an hour and some change. We got time.
Okay. Um, growing up in Greensboro, Alabama, um, population I can't say. Maybe 15, 1600. I don't know. I can't remember. Um, went to a high school, K through 12. Um, went to an all black high school. Had teachers, Caucasian teachers. Um, have another school down the road, was the West Campus, majority Caucasian and African American. We played both sports, all sports together. Um, football, basketball, and baseball. We didn't have track. Then they have a private school in my hometown. For some reason I don't know why. But we know why. They didn't want their kids to play with us. You know, so we got 3 high schools in my little town, and we ain't got that many people. So my football team, we had about maybe 20, 25 kids. But um, I'm gonna tell y'all the story because I always share this with my kids that I train here in Orlando, Florida. And when I go out and speak across the world, motivation speaker, I go and talk to a young man and say, listen, what changed my life was my sophomore year in high school. Um, my uncle was telling, y'all know I went to Alabama A&M. We'll get to that later. But my uncle was telling the A&M coaches who he played with about me when I was in the 7th grade. Never played high school. We didn't have Pop Warner. We didn't have Little League, so we had to start in the 7th grade. They got it now, but didn't have it when we were coming up. So 7th grade, I played football. I shined. My 7th, 8th grade year went good. My 9th grade year, the varsity coach wanted me to play varsity, and I didn't want to play varsity because my older brother was there, and he played quarterback. I played quarterback, and but they wanted me because I could throw the ball. Unfortunately, I decided to play freshman. Stay with my freshman squad and probably threw for like 2,500 yards and 22 touchdowns my freshman ball year. Freshman football. That's what y'all call it, freshman. We call it JV because we played 7. The 7th, 8th, and 9th grader was all JV.
Right.
Right. So my sophomore year, I come in, I'm balling. I got a grade. I never had a bad grade to hold me back because I always pretty good in school. Never got in trouble. Never got in trouble. Unfortunately, I got a bad grade, and my mom took me on the football team.
Mm.
That game, she didn't let me play. It was a big game, determined playoff. We ain't never been to the playoff. I ain't never been to the playoff. I was thinking about being a rookie on the high school team because I'm a sophomore. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like a rookie. So I'm probably the best player on the team. But she said, I told you guys, because I got 2 older brothers. 2 brothers, one younger, one older. I'm the middle child. I don't know if y'all know what middle child go through sometimes. He don't get
Oh, man.
everything everybody else get. He gets some, but she love all of us the same. But she'll handle the middle child different than she handle the oldest and the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
But she was hard on all of us for to come to school. So she said, well, you ain't get no work. He ain't playing no football. I said, Ma, so she want to hear it. So you won't believe this. The superintendent, I don't know, the mayor came. I think the mayor might came to the house. The mayor of the town, the coach's staff, the chief of police,
The
and
chief.
my mom said some words to them to get out of her house. He
Mm,
ain't doing what he's supposed to do here. So imagine sitting out behind on your porch
Hmm.
and the school lights are behind your house with the band playing. You can hear the band and everything, game going on. I'm out there crying. My younger brother named Lamar Wagner. He just retired last year from the military. Last year from the military. He's put in 22 years of service. He's a colonel,
Nice.
a ranger instructor, everything. So my younger brother, my older brother, I'm jumping quick. My older brother went to A&M, who would have been ESPN top 5 in the country in basketball
nice.
if they had it back then. You know what they got now. My brother would have been the top 5 in the country. He was shooting threes in high school and back in the 84 before they
Mm,
made 3-point line.
Man.
Georgetown and BYU came at him and other big schools. Unfortunately, that my parents didn't have money to travel, so he had to either go up there without us ever seeing him or play somewhere local. So he ended up going to A&M before me, and did good, All American, and ended up getting a shot in the NBA with the Wizards for a second. Then went cross season. Country boys, we ain't used to being nowhere, so he kind of got a little homesick, came back home. So he coached basketball in high school. I'm just telling you about my two brothers. Coached basketball in high school, won a state
Mhm.
championship at high school for the first time, and there where he at
Nice.
now. So all been said. But my mom took me out. So that week, the next week, I begged her to let me get one more chance to make that up. And she said, "Well, I'm gonna give you this. If this happen again, you'll never see football ever again." Um,
ooh,
that day, yes,
Ooh.
that day, I made it my mind. So I ended up getting an A the next semester. The next 9 weeks. But she let me finish season. Did that. But I never had that problem again because in the back of my mind, when she said you would never play ball again if you don't do your work, I never ever not do my work. And that story stick because it taught me a lesson. You know, first lesson taught me is you need an education to go where you want to go and do what you need to do. That's the first
True.
thing. Second thing was, if you really love something and it's been taken away from you, you're gonna fight like hell to get it back. Excuse my
amen.
language. Excuse my language with that.
Hmm.
Uh,
Sure.
so it taught me that, and it taught me to be more disciplined and stuff I do outside of football that's academic. And we are student athlete, and she didn't say it in that way because she didn't know how to say it that way, but that's what it turned out to be later on in life. You're a student first and an athlete second. And I think a lot of
Yep.
kids get it confused because they think that's all they're supposed to do is football
All right.
or whatever sports they play, track or basketball, or hockey, whatever, lacrosse. So I teach my kids, and my wife would tell you, she don't like it. I teach my kids, if you don't do the work, you don't deserve no awards in the classroom. Like you can be the best player on the field, but if you ain't getting the work done, what the purpose of being successful on the field and failing out in the world without having a great education? So
True.
I take phones and games away from my kids that not performing in class.
I can believe it.
No,
I can believe it.
I'm hard
No, it
like that.
should be.
So my years go, my sophomore year finished, junior year good, senior year come up. I'm balling, coach. I'm balling. Senior, I'm balling. I play a receiver, safety, and quarterback. So my senior year, I'm getting offers, taking trips. Alabama right down the street from me. University of Alabama is like 30 minutes from me. That's where we go shop. That's how small my town. We go to Tuscaloosa, Alabama to shop and everything, movies and everything there. Uh, um, so Alabama's down the road. The guy was playing quarterback named Lorenzo Ward. y'all look him up. You know he coached, went to Alabama. That's a walk on. Here's my quarterback in high school. Went to Alabama, walk on. Ended up getting a coaching job. Ended up coaching at South Carolina with Steve Spurrier. Ended up coaching in Louisville. Ended up coaching in a couple places, and then Oakland Raiders. He played DB, but he was on the special team at Alabama. He didn't get a chance to shine, get his break in the league, but he was fast. So he ended up going to Alabama. My uncle, Alabama, like I said, A&M. My brother was there, so I have all the offers to go anywhere in the world. I was in Alabama. They call it Super 11, the best player in your state. I was Super 11. So what happened was the decision I had to make is I go somewhere else where my parents are going to be able to come and see me because my brother's already going to another school, right? My mom was suggesting that if it was possible that we both go to the same school. And I was like, Mom, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I want to go to Alabama. Well, that's closer, but I want to go to Florida. I want to go to, Michigan. I want, I wanted to leave, because I mean, with all these big offers, you want to go somewhere, to show what you can do. Signing date come, and I'm at the school with all this paper. Back then they had all the paperwork on the table, all the school.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they do it now. Coaches come, ain't like they do it now. So all these big schools and all these schools on the table. I'm at school. My mom went there. I'm there, and I look and I said, man, I don't know what to do. So I went home. And my mom said, so where you decided to go? I said, Mom, I didn't decide nowhere. She said, what you mean? Mom, I don't know what to do. I need your I need your advice. My dad in the house, but my dad, man, my dad was a great man. Look, he died last year in November, but he taught me a lot.
Sorry.
But I tell my life story. My father was an alcoholic, not physical, but verbal. You know what I'm saying? And that's who made me who I am today. I'll get to that in a minute, but that's why I am who I am today. That's who made me great. And I'll tell you that story. But real quick, my mom, I didn't sign, so I'm sitting in the house, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life, what school I need to go to. Alabama A&M coaches staff, about 6 coaches came into my house that night, and they sit up and they said, Barry, look, we know we can go anywhere in the world you want to. And one of the coaches said, well, we need you. I said, Coach, y'all need me? He said, yeah, we need you. So they already had the number 1 defense. I got recruited as a safety. That's the problem. I was safety coming out of high school, So everybody recruited me as a safety. So they already had the number 1 defense in the country. They recruited one of the top players in the country at the time, me. So I get to A&M. I decided to sign with them. My mom started crying. Me, I'm started crying. My wife called me soft because I'm very sensitive about a lot of things. So she called me soft. My wife said I was soft when I told her this story. And I went to A&M as a freshman. I practiced on both sides of the ball. So Murray, right? That's his name, Murray. Your co-host, what's his name?
Mel.
Romeo.
Mel.
Yeah.
I call you Mel. Okay, Mel. So that's how I become great in arena football because I recruited on both sides of the ball in high school. So I would practice with the defense in the morning in college, and then in the afternoon, we'd do tour days. You had tour days back then in 1986. I practice with the defense in the afternoon. So I'm catching balls on people and also defending, So Coach Town, Brunswick Town, Coach Town, legendary Coach Town, came to me one day during camp and say, son, I'm sorry, but our receiver corps might not be here. They flunked out. You might have to go on the other side permanent. I said, Coach, I'm a safety. He said, son, but we need you on the other side. So I started as a freshman. We had a good freshman squad, quarterback, running back, receiver corps, all freshmen. Um, one bad. We did good our freshman year. I got notarized my sophomore year. NFL started looking at me my sophomore year. Now I go to Alabama A&M HBC school, same school John Stallworth, Pittsburgh Steelers Hall of Fame, Pittsburgh Steelers came from, and that's why I wore number 82 when I got to Arena. But in college, Stallworth wore 22, but I didn't I like low digit number. I ain't in college. You can wear a low digit number. Cause in high school I was 3, in college I was 6. So in college, I'm starting to get recognition, and people started to notice me. And then my senior year, they bring in a new coach, Coach Joy Pugh, because I had Coach Ray Green. If y'all look, Coach Ray Green have been very successful. So I had Coach Green. So Coach Pugh come in, and we had an offensive coordinator, Caucasian offensive coordinator named Coach Meropoulos. I don't know where he was from. And we started running run and shoot in 1989. So like the Houston University of Houston. University of Houston. With Andre Ware.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We started running that offense. We started running the offense. So Coach Meropoulos, the offense coordinator, started putting me all different places. I played receiver. I was in the slot. I was in the backfield. I was at tight end. He was hiding me. So I ended up catching 100. I ended up catching 112 ball my senior year for 1,800 yards and 17 touchdowns. And 5 games I didn't play. And 5 games, guys, I didn't play in. I'm talking about I didn't play in that after halftime. We're blowing teams out. So with all that said, now the NFL started to notice me because one game I had 23 catches, 350 yards, and 5 touchdowns in 3 quarters.
Nice.
So,
man.
So I had the head coach, new head coach. We bump head at the beginning, because I've been here 4 years, going on my senior year. I get red shirted, so only got 1 year, and I'm like, man, we got a new head coach my last season. But everything that you look at on the negative side, it turned out to be positive. It turned out to be even better for me. You know what I'm saying? It came out being better for me. So they were looking for me to be drafted, and I played in the first. All-Star HBC Senior Bowl in Houston, 1989-90. We played in an All-Star game called the Freedom Bowl. It's all HBC.
I heard of that.
Yeah,
all
I heard HBC of that. Players. I got a chance to meet. I met him twice, but I got a chance to meet Lawrence Teller because we ended up having the same agent.
Nice.
But let me tell y'all this. Cool. I know I'm talking. I know y'all got some questions, but let me tell you. I'm just telling y'all what y'all want to hear. So, coming out of college, man, agent bring you up, fly you in. I don't know, this, fly you up to different cities. So I went to a couple of cities. Chicago. I got to see Michael Jordan in 1990 on Chicago Bull. He just got there with 80, whatever he got there. That year in 1990, got a chance to see Michael Jordan in person, like actually see him, because it's the agent. Then I went to Detroit. Took my uncle to Detroit. Took my brother to Chicago. I ain't never flew before, so I had to have people fly with me. I'm a country boy. We ain't never been on no plane. So I'm a country boy. So I took my brother to Chicago with me. The agent showed us a good time. I took my uncle to Detroit because he had friends in Detroit. The agent showed a great time. I took my uncle and my cousin to Atlanta when the agent took me to Atlanta. And let me tell y'all something, man. Whew. First time I went to a exotic place, Magic City. And believe me, me and my uncle, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all, y'all want to laugh because this is in the past. You know what I'm saying? And stuff I did. But I was trying to tip the girls. My uncle taking the money, talking about, we need to go back down the road tomorrow. You better say something. But it wasn't all money, They gave me something to play with. You know what I'm saying? Hey. They gave me something to play with. About $3,000 they gave me the ball out with. So man. I was making it rain before they even before you even heard of that, I was doing it already. You know what I'm saying? You know, when they gave it the name Make It Rain, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I was doing it before that even came out. They never had a name for it. So, all right, guys. Now this is the part you want to hear. Everybody would like to know because this is my life story. Um, People trying to get me to write a book on it. Um, um, so I didn't get drafted. Went to a couple workouts. Didn't work out. So I'm at home working. You know, I work at a fish plant where I go and put the net in the water. I work at a chicken plant where I was just now cleaning up. Um, Still had that dream. I still had that goal to go pro. I know I was good enough to go pro. Um, just needed the opportunity. And I tell all the young people, man, if you set goals, my goal when I was 9 years old, when my dad told me I wasn't gonna be there, and I told my mom I was gonna go pro, and she told me to get my butt in there do my homework, you know. And I said, Mom, one day I'm gonna show you. So, by my dad beat me up by not getting being anything except in my mind, man. I'm a strong African American man, so it's set in my mind like he said ain't gonna be nothing. And I told him one day, I'm gonna be better than you, Dad. I'm gonna show you. And that drive, man, I don't know. It's some clicked on me where I know I can go pro and I'm gonna show him. So I working now
Mm-hmm.
for a year and a half doing stuff like that with the fish and the chicken plant, and the fish plant. That's what they call them at home. And um my hometown is it's a capital of the catfish. So all the catfish y'all getting came from like my hometown. Um,
Nice.
but so what happened was my brother worked in Atlanta, worked at a law firm, an Asian firm, and he was just like whatever he was doing in Atlanta. So he hooked it up with the agent. So me and my boy Anthony Grant, who was a couple years older than me, came out of A&M, had a shot with the 49ers. He was still trying to play too. So he was sending us to these camps. And man, y'all want to hear my story? We go to New Orleans to a camp, and we got that so late that when O'Neal get no room, we had to stay in the room, but we just slept in the car. Cause camp was in a few hours, so we just slept in the car, and we slept in the car, and by the hour everybody was there, so we woke up and they was already getting ready, warming up and everything, rested, and the agent already had signed us up, so all we had to do was go. So we got out there, and he said, "Look, man, we've been on the road all night. Um, we gotta get y'all workout, and then we go. That's it. We go out there and put it down. I go out there and put it down, guys. I mean, I go out there and put it down. We did that, and we left. On our way back, we meet some guys, some Caucasian guys driving. They were there drinking Budweiser. Budweiser. They drinking, like they been party. We going back home. We like, what y'all doing? Oh man, we could go ahead and party. So we followed them to where. I mean, this is how cool it was. Wasn't no race or anything involved. We met a bunch Caucasian. We went kicking with them. So we got to be in Atlanta the next day because we playing in a basketball tournament with my brother and them, his firm. So we hang out with them for a little bit, and man, my boy got on the grill because some people don't know how to grill. If you in country, you don't know how to grill. So he grill, we enjoying them. Then we get back on the road, get to Atlanta, play a basketball tournament, won the basketball tournament, and that weekend we had fun and whatever. So then nothing happened with that. So, but you get yourself out there like when these guys high school guys go to these camps now, you get noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at home, Alabama, and I ended up moving to Atlanta with my brother. And I would tell you that story. I can, but I don't want to share that part. But anyway, one that it was good. Wasn't that too bad. But anyway, moved in with my brother, and he said, "I know you want to play football." So I said, "Andre, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna train, and I'm gonna go try out for the Falcons this summer. This in March. this in February, March. Season ain't till April, August.
Right.
Training camp to
Yeah.
August. So I got time to get ready. So I'm playing basketball in Atlanta. So I go to a camp in Atlanta. And the league, I don't know if you heard, the league called the PSFL, Spring Football League, back in 1992. They had the Spring Football League. And they had trial in Atlanta. I mean, just NFL, Canada, all of them were there. So this league was coming out, and I get drafted to the New England Patriots, but didn't know New England Blitz. That was the name of it. Steve Grogan was the head coach. All the Patriots, old Patriots, Tatupo was the running back with a name, and Coach Jane, who played DB for the Patriots back then. All of them were coaches.
Right.
So I get drafted. So we come to Orlando, D-Lane for camp. All the teams they had like 5, 6 teams, So I was down there balling, man, doing my thing. I got a chance to make it league. Man, by the time we get ready to play our preseason game, the league folded.
I remember that.
The league folded. And then all the guys that were with me on that saw me, all the guys like, man, you all play arena football. I said, man, now we'll go back 1988. I'm in college. Arena football, 1997. I'm in college. Arena football debut on ESPN at 12 o'clock in the morning. I saw Ben Bennett, Rock Moore, Carl Aiken, that you play for the Cowboys, all those guys playing against whoever. And guys in the arena football, I said, man, look at those guys. Those guys crazy. Man, you'll be a fool to be out there running to that wall. Now, this is me now in college. Man, I would never play that, ever. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care how much money they pay me. I would never do that. That's why I say it now. So those guys, like, right, when I did the camp and it folded, it hurt. So now you got to find your way back home. And no, I ain't got no money. I don't work. So my brother sent me $80 to get on the bus and come back to Atlanta. And I said, man, I'm gonna take a couple weeks to get my mind right, because that's kind of mess your mind up. Like, you're balling hard, and these coaches loving you, and you're like, man, you got a chance to do something. Show your talent. And the league folded. So then I'm sitting in Atlanta. About a couple weeks later, my mom called me and said, hey, Coach Moss from some team called the Atlanta Predators or something, he said, gonna call you. And I said, I don't know who that is, Mom. I have no idea who it was. So I get a phone call on a Wednesday, and Coach Moss on the other line said, hey, Wagner. I said, yes, sir. He said, I heard some good things about you. Some of the guys that I coach that play for me saying, I need to take a look at you. Coach James, the defensive back coach from I play receiver though. I play receiver, then he told me I need to reach out to you. I want you to come to camp. I said, okay. I said, when I need to be there, coach, when I need to be ready to get packed. I ain't worked out in a couple of weeks. I gotta get it. No, I'm bring you 2 weeks before we start camp. I said, okay. When I leave? Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
That's usually how it works too.
So
Man, tomorrow.
I get to that. Tell my brother. So I'm gonna tell y'all now. Y'all finna laugh, and people, y'all know I'm telling the truth about this. I had that steel trunk. Y'all remember that trunk? The only trunk you can put your clothes in.
Oh yeah.
That long trunk. If you in your 50s, it's a long trunk that they gave you. So I had that with all my, I ain't had a lot of clothes, so I had everything in there. Get to the airport, they had a ticket for me. Get to Orlando, don't know nobody, don't know where I'm going, who I'm dealing with. They pick me up and they take me to the facility, and the facility at the time was in a trailer. They had the little trailer then before they got the office. So I walked in, a house or something they had. So I walked in, and I had to bend down a little bit because the door wasn't so tall. So Coach Maul's son, Les, um, Coach Maul, Lord rest his soul, man. That was my dude. There, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. You'll never meet nobody better than him. You'll never meet him. So Coach Maul's son came up and said, Dad, he about 6'4". Yeah, he tall. He about 6'4". So they's like, well, we're gonna go out there and we got some guys in. We're gonna let you go out there and run routes and da da da. I said, okay. So the first day I go out there, I meet Ben Bennett and all these other guys who've been there since '91. This '92. This is the second season in Orlando. '91 they weren't that good. They had a lot of problems in '91.
I remember. I remember.
They had guys driving cars into lakes and stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah, they was on.
I didn't know about them problems.
Yeah, they had a lot of problems, man. I mean, I tell you, they had a lot of problems back then. Guys, was on that drugs, man, and it was crazy, dog, how that happened. Like that's all they talk, man. This team was good, but they had so many issues. So I get there a couple of weeks and work out with the guys and stuff, and we had a scrimmage against Charlotte Rage. This Charlotte Rage first season, so we had a scrimmage. And in that scrimmage, man, I had 3 catches for 100 some yards and 3 touchdowns. I didn't have 3 catches.
Wow.
So after that scrimmage, we ended up having a preseason game in Mobile, Alabama. And my parents and my brother and them were able to come to see me with the preseason game. But I wasn't starting. I was backing up Carl Aiken, who played for the Cowboys, because he had been in the arena football for a couple of years. So I got on the field and started balling, as a rookie, making plays. So we get back after camp. I mean, after, from the preseason game, get back, and Coach Moss called me in the office and say, son, I got to get you on the field. He saw something in me. He said, I got to get you on the field. And from the first day I played, the first game I played in arena football, my goal was to be the greatest player that ever played this game. That was my mindset. Because I played corner, I played linebacker, I played inside slot receiver, I played outside receiver, I played anywhere on the field. So Perry Moss had me playing offensive defense. So in the arena we just play in, you're gonna have one guy play offensive specialist, and that was Herky Wall. So Perry had me because I was so dominant, man, on both sides of the ball, that Perry, like, man, I got, I was a diamond in the rough, if you so call. I was a diamond in the rough guy. And there's a lot of them out there. You just gotta find them. And so Perry Moss told me, we go through the season, we go to the Arena Bowl. I got us there. But in the semifinal, I got hurt against Tampa Bay Storm, hurt my ankle in '92, my rookie year. Hold on, I'm gonna back up. The third game of the season, we played Detroit Drive. I don't know if you remember this. Played Detroit Drive.
Is this the Miracle Minute?
The Miracle Minute. The Miracle Minute.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a minute. It was only 46 seconds. I had 2 touchdowns, onside kick, and a 2-point conversion to win the game. But that was in 46 seconds.
Here's the thing. And I get that, Coach, but I wanted to ask you about that because, unfortunately, we have not been able to get George LaFrance on. And I know he was a member of the Detroit Drive at that time. But while you were playing that game, was there any inclination that you guys were going to win this game in overtime, or was it just feeding off the momentum?
I'm going to tell you what happened. They were getting all the lucky breaks. You won't believe it. They were getting all the lucky breaks. Gary Mullen, I remember Gary Mullen, number 1. Me and him both went up for the ball. I had a chance to intercept the ball. I had it on my hand on the ground, and it popped up into his hand. Stuff like that would happen. So I said, man. So we end up fumbling or something. And something happened. They had the ball on the goal line. They're going to go up 21 points. We put the backup quarterback at linebacker because I think somebody got burnt out. You know, you only play so many minutes in the quarter. So we had the backup quarterback at linebacker. And something happened. They fumbled the ball on the goal line. He ended up getting it. That next play, Ben Bennett threw me an out route, and I scored. So we down by 7 with so many seconds. So then we get the onside kick. With the onside kick, the next play, Ben threw me a corner route, and I scored again. So it's like 9 seconds in the game, and we down by 1, so we can tie the game. And so Coach Moss we're gonna go for 2, and y'all excuse me now. I'm a rookie. 3rd game of my career. Throw me the ball, coach. Give me the ball, coach. That's what I told him. I told everybody, throw me the ball, coach. You hear me?
Feel it.
So instead of them put me on the wide side, they put me on the short side of the field. And being through a fade, and I tiptoed. The dude was in front of me. I behind him. I jump over him and catch the ball in front of him and pull the ball back and put 2 feet in. When I'm supposed to have a 1, but I put 2 feet in. And if you go back and see that clip, y'all could pull up that clip. It was crazy. But for me, for the commentators to say this Wagner guy is special. And look out the rest of my career, how it went, man. We went to a lot of Arena Bowls, then win it with Coach Moss, and I hate that. Because I gave Coach Moss. Coach Moss, let me tell y'all something, man, took care of me. He won't let me leave. So he said, Chicago Bears going to sign you out this season. So I got hurt in the semifinal. And like you said, we're playing Jordan Frank now. I won. Man, I couldn't remember, man, because I was in so much pain with my ankle that week, you know. So we ended up losing to a Detroit Drive. After the season, Chicago getting ready to play. You know, they broke camp getting ready to play. So they told me I had 2 weeks to get my ankle ready and go up there. I'm 6'4", I'm 230. So when I get up there and I ran like a 4.65 at 230. So they were like, you ran faster if you ran straight. I said, man, I ain't ran no 40 ever. I ain't never had to run no 40. Like, till I went to the Pittsburgh Steelers in college. So I ain't ran no 40 in like 4 or 5 years. So they told me I ran fast. So they ended up signing me anyway. So Bill Tobin, player personnel, said, look, you're going to have to lose weight. I said, ain't no problem. So they signed me to a contract. I was 230. I was down to 218 in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Man, I wouldn't eat nothing. So get to Chicago, get in the practice squad, good enough to play. Play with Coach Dicker. Coach Dicker loved me. I got out there, Mel, special team, made plays my first game against Detroit Lions when Mel Gray was a specialist in return.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I was tackling him. I was tackling him inside the 10.
Oh.
So, Alonzo Smith.
Mind you, Mel Gray was arguably one of the greatest returners ever. He's definitely the most fearless.
Hey, dog, but I was killing him.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
I was unstoppable on special team, man. I was special team. If anything you do, I tell my kids today, if you get on the field on special team, you don't get on the field to play. But you got to be on special team in order to play. You got to be able to do all that. I teach my son that you got to play everything on special team. You got to play special team. So Alonzo Spearman blocked somebody the wrong way and hurt my knee at halftime before halftime. So I'm like, they're like, well, you might be done. I said, tape it up. And still, when I think that general, I was flowing, man. My first game in the NFL. and guess what day it was?
Is that Thursday?
Chicago and Detroit. You said Thursday.
That was Thanksgiving.
Yes.
That was Thanksgiving.
Oh
Yes.
man, everybody seen that.
Yeah,
Everybody. CB,
yeah.
I got
Everybody.
that tape. I got that tape today on VCR. I need to I try to figure out. But my mom, everybody, I got 10. So I'm hurt, but I'm still like that ball. So we get on the plane, and Coach said, "You had a hell of a game, boy." Coach Dicker came in, man. Mike Singletary, Refrigerator Perry, all the guys was on that team. That Mike Singletary last year, but they called me Juice. Jim Harbaugh, who I talked to, good friend with to the day, Michigan head coach, talked to him to the day. We were never close like that in Chicago, but since he been, coaching and stuff, I've been keeping up with him. We got in touch with him when he came down here with Florida, played when they played Florida in the bowl game his first year. And he took care of me and my son now. But me and Jim were never that close, but we're real close now. But anyway, all the guys were so excited how good I played. And then the next game we played the Cowboys. And I said, oh man, I'm gonna get a chance to see, Mike Irvin now. I'm gonna get a chance to da. I couldn't play, man. I had something in my knee sprained, so I couldn't play. My knee had swelled up on the plane.
Mm.
Now all that
Oh
running I was
man.
doing during the game, I got on the plane and it swelled up. So I missed that game against Dallas. So Wanstead came in '93. Let Coach Digger go. Coach Digger went to New Orleans. I was on the contract. I wanted to go to New Orleans with him. I was on the contract. So Wanstead came in and I was doing my thing. Wanstead liked me. Then he said, "Well, I got my man roster." I'm like, "Wow, you got 8 man. I'm 53 from last year. I could play." But okay, he said, "I got it," because he'll bring everybody in from Miami and Dallas that he coached. And you know how that went for him for 3 years. He was out,
Yeah.
and I was gone that year. So I called Coach Moss on a Tuesday. Say, man, 93. I say, hey, man, Chicago, they released me. They said I got to wait 10 days for waivers. And Coach Moss said, get your butt down here right now. I said, okay, Coach. You get back here right now. I said, okay, because, it was right around in the spring, T8, what do they call it in the NFL, off-season workout.
OTAs.
Yeah.
OTAs.
Yeah, it was during that time. Getting ready April, whatever, March, April, right? So arena football might get ready to start. So Coach Moss said, get there. So I had to pack my stuff up that day, move out my apartment. Me and my bodyguard, my best cousin, who took care of me, we on our way to Florida from Chicago. We stop in Alabama, pick up my dad, and went to Orlando. So I get to Orlando Thursday. The owner of the Predators go to court to fight injunction or conjunction, whatever it was, in order me to play because my waiver I ain't clear waivers yet. In order me to play arena football. Guess what? They got a game that next day.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But so my y'all gotta understand. I played arena football, went to the NFL, came back to arena football. So in 1 year, I
In a
played
matter
9
of
months.
few months. Yeah.
I played
That's a
9
lot
months
of
of
football.
football. Yeah. So then went through 93. 94, ended up going to the Indianapolis Colts after the arena season. And during that time, I won Ironman 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Should have won it 97, 98, 99, 2000. I should have won all of them. But I'm good.
Man.
But I'm good, though. I'm good with it. Like, they know I was the best player in the league, to like Michael Jordan. But sometimes you got to change it up and get somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It was like that. So then in 94, I go to Indianapolis. Baller. Ray Buchanan, Ashley Ambrose, 2 Pro Bowls, 10 corner. Killing them. They're like, Wag, man, we can't stop you. Man, you big boy. Just like in Chicago, nobody, like, they couldn't stop me. You know what I mean? They couldn't stop me. So, I was just unhappy. Guys, I was unhappy. So what I did was, I told Coach Brody after the season, Coach, I appreciate the opportunity, but I'm going back to arena football. Because I will come back next year, whatever. But I'm going back to arena football. And I called my mom, said, Mom, will you be mad if I don't play in the NFL? She said, baby, whatever make you happy. I called Coach Maul and said, Coach, I don't want to play NFL no more. A lot of people don't know this story. I don't want to play NFL no more. I don't want to keep going back and forth. I want to stick. He said, come on back. And guys, the best decision of my life. The best decision of my life. I could have been in the NFL, going team to team, making team to team, and could play, but didn't get the opportunity to show my talent. But arena football, I was a king. My brother told me. Um, he said, you can be a big fish in a small pond, or a small fish in a big pond. Which one you want to be? My older brother said that to me. When I was with Rick in Orlando, he said, before I went to Chicago, he said, you better not ever leave Orlando. These people love you. I mean, when I tell you love me, man, I mean, this city embraced me when I came in. And not just because of the football, but what I do outside of football.
Mm-hmm.
Going out into the hood. Go out to the hood and give tickets away to people to come to the game. That type of stuff I was doing. That's how I felt the stand. They ain't feel the stand because they feel the stand because I was out in the community. I would go out to a nightclub and give the owner 30, 40 tickets, give away, do a contest to give away tickets. You see what I'm saying? That's how we become big. But see, now the league ain't like that. Now all the guys trying to do is make money.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They ain't going out there and telling the Pop One league coaches, hey, we're gonna give you a team ticket. But if you get the team tickets, then tell the parents, you come with your kid, we'll give you a discount on your ticket, or you can go to the game with your kid for this money.
Right.
You gotta learn how to do that. See, to make money, you gotta lose money sometimes.
Yeah.
So but the arena league, man, taught me a lot. And me not going back to the NFL, I say it was the best decision of my life. Don't get me wrong now. The money was great, but I'm missing that camaraderie with my friends. Because in the NFL, if you want making millions of dollars, those guys weren't really hanging out with you. A couple guys hung out with you, but those guys, that's what separate the NFL and arena, because we were so close. And only 25, 30 of us compared to like 53 or 60 or 70 of us. But we always did stuff together. In the NFL, we didn't do stuff together. Only certain guys went out and did something together, with their wife or whatever. Prime example, share this story with y'all. So we in New Orleans. My first road game, we go to New Orleans playing the Saints. I'm not playing, but whatever. So we going out to get something to eat. So I'll never forget this. So Sean Gale, I know you know Sean Gale.
Mm-hmm. Safety for the Bears.
Yeah, he was in that little thing with that woman killed his baby mama or something. And I was sitting here on Snap. Yeah, and I was sitting here watching Snap, and I told her, Lynette, that's my ex-teammate. She said, you lying to me. He played for the Bears. His name's Sean Gale. Then they showed who he played for. Wait, da-da. My wife's like, wow. I said, yeah, that shocked me. So Sean, we were going to go eat. We catching cabs to go get something to eat. And he looked at me. I'm a rookie. Undrafted free agent. Came in the second game of the season. And he said, where you going? I said, I thought we were going to get some. You ain't going with us.
Wow.
I said, oh. So Mike Singletary come out. He said, hey, man, come on. Let's go. So we all at the restaurant. And they're like, and I was kind of heated. I ain't been treated that way before. I thought as a team, we do it, we together on this. And we out eating, and they say, well, okay, Ricky, y'all got the bill. Got the bill. Hold on. The bill $6,000.
Oh man, what?
It was a bunch of the bill, but we had guys in the first round draft. Look, man, I ain't got but a couple $100 on me, so I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm on practice squad. So I had to leave some money for tip. But that's how it was. first round and stuff, but took care of all that, So it kind of, got to me under my skin. Like, we supposed to be a team, but you didn't want me to come and eat with y'all. What teammate do that? What guys do that?
Crazy.
So when that
Never
happened to
understand
me,
it.
huh?
I said I never understand that.
Yeah.
Me
So
neither.
so this is why arena football was so successful. When I was playing, when we all hung out as a team. Like, we go places, we did stuff, we go eat, we eat together. We did all that. We went out the club, we all went. In Chicago, it might have been, I hung out with about maybe 3-4 guys on the team out of 60 some guys. And same in Indianapolis. So camaraderie is what made arena football, because we, like, the other team come in town the day before. You know how it works. They come in town the day before. After the game, they don't leave till the day after the game because, travel. At the game, guess what we do? We take each other out. We go to a city, they take us out. They come out of the city, we take them out. But in the NFL, it's kind of tough because we get there we get there the day before a game, 2 days before a game, whatever, and have walkthrough and have curfew and all that. We had time to hang out with people, get something, but none of the guys, like, I ain't know too many people at the time, my rookie year, like, in different, I knew people, I ain't, we didn't have no cell phone and all that back in the day to call people, so couldn't get in touch with them. But yeah, man, my experience in the NFL was great, but it also showed me a lot. It's all about business, yeah, but you got to win as a team. You can't win being separated.
Right.
So
I just happened to watch a clip of you in the Miracle Minute against Detroit. Yeah, just tied up. Actually, just took the 2-point conversion, 42-41. George LaFrance gets the kickoff, and guess who makes the tackle?
I did. I mean, y'all want to hear? This is crazy. We were playing somebody. I can't remember who we were playing. I'm in San Jose. I know you don't like that, but I was in San Jose. And
killing me,
we
coach.
We on kickoff. And the coach was doing the kickoff return. The opposite team said, "Wag, got something for you." The coach, don't F with me today. Don't make me mad, right? So you're like, I bet you $50 you don't make the tackle. I bet. I go down and make tackle. Come back again. No, this is the story. Come again. I can't think of who it was. Can't think of it. Wag. Got $50 you make tackle. I made tackle again. That's a true story. I ain't lying. If he ever find out, then he'll tell you that's a true story. Go again. Because this is the thing. I was a special team guru. Offense, defense, I was good. I was good at it. But I was a special team guru because I knew special team win game if you make plays.
Yep.
Turnovers. Like, I'll cause more fumbles than anybody in the history of arena football. I mean, type stuff. Like, I had like 12 forced fumbles in the season. That's what I'm saying.
Man,
I
crazy.
make plays. When I tackle, I make plays. I teach my son now how to tackle and rip, make plays. I don't care how hard you carry the ball, I call fumble. So the fourth time, he said, "Wag." I said, "Hey, coach, you want to try again?" He said, "Hell no. You ain't finna break me." Because I made every tackle that he said I wasn't gonna make. And it's been fun, man. Like, y'all wouldn't believe the fun you had in arena football. The old arena, not this one here, but the old arena league. I was the first guy that signed $100,000 contract. Coach Mike, used to coach the New England Seawolves. He coaching now in college. He got a job, Holmesy.
Oh, Mike, we trying to get him on the show too.
Well, tell Coach don't be mad at me. Coach was mad at me for a while because I verbally committed to them when I became a free agent in 2000. Uh, but unfortunately, San Jose came back and he called me $100,000 thug when I signed a $100,000 contract. But
Oh
it
man.
was good. Hey, I'm telling y'all, man. Like in '99, I went to when Jay Gruden let me go. I signed with this New Jersey Red Dogs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, in '99 before the league was gonna fold, and we got that. We ended up doing a collective bargain. We ended up getting a player association, and all the top players like me, Hunky, Georgia France, um, Barron that played for Nashville Cats, Jane Barron, and a bunch of us from all the big names on the team, arena team. Every team had their big man, and we met in Chicago, and we negotiated a contract. And everybody that had multiple years in arena football become free agents. So we were able to. So New Jersey gave me a signing bonus for $30,000, and to be honest with y'all, that's probably the most money I had one time. In the NFL, I made my money during the season, but I ain't never had a signing bonus. So, but 30,000 was a lot of money,
Yeah.
And I was in college. Now back in college on all season. So you could know where that went. So then when we became free agent, I changed my mind by going to the New Jersey Red Dog. I changed my mind. So everybody was calling me. All the teams were calling me, get in touch with me. I very committed to the Seawood, but San Jose, Mr. Fry called me, and guess who was on the phone with me? Steve Pat and Shalon Baker was on a conference call.
Shout out to Coach Pappy.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Pappy. And so me and Coach Pappy and the owner and Shalon Baker and Coach Baker, I think he's a coach too. Shalon's a coach too. We all were talking, and the owner wanted to make sure that we all can, because that was their stars, that was their man. Pappy was their man out there. Mm-hmm. So I want to make sure that we can gel together. Because it ain't but one football. And I'm used to having catching, 80, 90 balls a season. So what I said was, I said, listen, guys, I said, I don't care about catching balls and doing all that. All I want to do is help you win. I said, that's what I told him. On the talk, I said, all I want to do is help you win. So the owner came to me and gave me an offer and I said, look, I got $30,000 I got to pay back New Jersey. And all he said was no problem. I said, oh. And he said, well, if you want. I said, I want this, that, and that. He said, no problem. He said, what else? I said, this, that, and that. He said, no problem. I said, well, you got yourself a deal. He sent me the contract.
Oh, man.
He sent me a contract in the mail. He sent me a contract in the mail with a check. He paid Red Dog and then also gave me a little signing bonus.
Wow.
So that year, I made $200,000+ that year with incentives.
That's crazy.
With incentives though, in your contract. So I made good money out there, man. But the best thing I love about San Jose, man, was the fan. I know it's gonna be hard to compete with Orlando. It's gonna be hard to compete, and everybody keeps saying, "Man, who had the best fans?" Listen, man, it's neck to neck because, man, in Orlando, those 7 years I was in from '92 to '99, you can find a better base in the world in arena football that could outdo the Orlando Predator fan. You couldn't.
Man.
Tampa
that was a crazy
Tampa,
time.
the war on I-4 were real. Arizona, fan. I mean, man, it's amazing. A couple like Arizona, Tampa, Orlando. When I was playing, probably the biggest fan base I ever seen. San Jose got there when I got to San Jose. You know, it got bigger for San Jose. And for San Jose never being in the playoff, the 5 year they existed. And when I first went out there, taking them to the playoff and took them to the semifinal, me and the guy, not by myself, but you know, I was a key part to that team. You know, it was a big thing, man. It's really was big, you know. And like I said, it was probably the best decision I ever made in my life. I mean, did I want to leave Orlando? Never.
I didn't want you to either.
But you know, our path that we have for us is not what God path that He have for us. That makes sense?
Amen. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And by me going out there, you know, the money was great, but the team was awesome. I mean, that owner put a team together that probably could have won like 5, 6 Marina Bowls in a row if he wanted to. But you know, when it comes to a point where you got to pay people, then the salary cap come. Then you know, man, I took pay cuts just to stay out there. You know what I'm saying? I took pay cuts just because I love the team. I love the team, man. Love the ownership. And we had our own plane. We had our own private plane, like the NFL guys. We were eating
That's what
lobster
Coach
and
Pappy
shrimp.
was telling us.
Look, we were eating lobster and shrimp on the plane instead of being in the airport. What happened? Long story short, what happened was we were in 2000. Was it 2000 or 2001? One of these years. How long we got?
We got time, Coach. We ain't going
All right.
nowhere.
All right.
Sure.
So in 2000 or 2001, maybe 2000, we were traveling to Milwaukee, and what happened was we got delayed, so we ended up getting in so late. You know, so late that the owner got mad because they had to cancel a flight. We had to catch a later flight, and we got in so late. We got a game the next day. So everybody, we played that game, and we played bad. We won, but we played like we was tired, you know, from the trip. So the owner told me and him real tight. He told me, we can't do this no more. I said, what do you mean? We can't fly commercial no more. And I was saying to myself, well, I don't know how we gonna get there. You know, I was thinking like, what we gonna do? You know, I'm just talking. And he said, I'm gonna buy us a plane. I said, okay. That's all I, you know, I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't think hey man, listen, that next year, they take us out to practice to the airport. We were getting ready to go. No, we're getting ready to go travel. So we going to the airport, but we didn't go to the terminal. I'm like, where we going? Everybody, we pulling around. That's a plane with a cat symbol on it.
Wow,
man.
Hey, hold on, guys. Y'all can hear it.
Wow.
Y'all want it. Y'all can get it.
Oh man.
Y'all can get. We on the plane. We get on the plane. Everybody got their own seat. Name. Got their own. You can't even touch the next person. You can't put your feet. The touch. I had the exit row. You couldn't. You know how exit row in the plane? You can stick your feet out. Got a little room.
Yeah.
No, the exit row in that plane, like your feet ain't nowhere near the next seat.
That's crazy.
So hold on. Airline stewards. When we get on the plane, we had cocktail. We had shrimp, cocktail, crab legs. Hold on. We have a full meal, steak, chicken, whatever we eat. I'm talking, we have a full meal on the flight. Like we having dinner, like pregame. Like
man.
all the drinks and snacks that you want ever. So guys, you'd be out there with a whole lot of candy. We had candy. Man, I mean, you had soda, you had Gatorade, you had water. Now, they didn't serve no alcohol. They stopped that because we used to, you know, back in the day, they used to have beer for you at the game, beer, pizza, whatever at the game. They stopped doing that. But that flight, man, was so amazing. So the owner, man, like he was so cool, and we started playing, winning. And and he kept, spoiling us. So 2000, we won the Arena Bowl in 2002. My second year in the Arena Bowl. Man, it was crazy. And San Jose beating Arizona Rattler. That's a war. That's a war out west. That was a war.
Yep.
San Jose and Arizona was just like I-4.
Second best rivalry in the AFL.
Yep, the second best. Yeah. So then, 2005 we went playoff. Whatever. 2003 we went to playoff again. But 2004 we went back to Arena Bowl, and it's my fault that we end up playing in Arizona. Because last play of the game, the ball hit me in the face, man. I was wide, butt naked, open against Arizona.
And the worst.
Because look, the last play of the game, I didn't think they were gonna throw the ball. I was just doing a clear out. Unfortunately, the cornerback let me go right behind. And the ball hit me dead in the face, man, in San Jose. And we lost. Now we got to go on the road after the first two games. Now we got to play the championship. We get in the championship. Now we got to play on the road for the championship, which played out pretty good. So by me dropping that ball, the Arena Bowl had to be in Arizona. So in Arizona, that game played out. I don't know if you ever watched that game, but that game played out and we won last play of the game. We won 6-8,
Yeah, I remember that.
6-8, 6-2. We in the locker room celebrating, and the owner said, "Well, guys, we got a problem." And we're like, "We got a problem." He said, "We got a problem." I'm like, everybody like, "What's the problem?" They're like, "The plane can't go right." We're like, "The plane can't go right?" Nah, the plane only can go to Vegas. Vegas? Hey, that's the first time they had drinks allowed us to drink on the plane. We went to Vegas from Arizona. My wife in Arizona. Her sister and daughter that flew to Arizona. My brother was in Arizona. I thought we were going to stay in Arizona that night and party, but we ended up going to Vegas. So my wife had, whatever. So we get on the plane to go there to Vegas. I said, "Man, what we going to stay in Vegas? What we doing? We're just going out there for the night and get back on the plane." Man, everybody had their own room. And you know my room looked like that. That's how everybody's room looked like when you walked in the room with all that space.
Oh my God.
The room was
crazy.
It was crazy. They rented a club. Dude had hooked it up, rented a club and everything. That our guy. He had everybody was looking like, "Man, did y'all see my room? Man, do you got a room like mine? Wait, you see? Wait, look at your room." Everybody like, man. So they were in the club, man. And I can tell you, the bill was $60,000 that night from all the stuff we were eating and drinking. And I'll tell you how much the hotel. Maybe the combined thing was 60, but about 60,000 that night we spent. We celebrated.
Crazy.
We celebrated, man. We celebrated big time.
Speaking of celebration, I got a picture for you. I just found it. I want to see if you remember this.
Wow.
The only reason I'm bringing this one up is because you're still in your prime and you still dominant.
And see,
and then
that's what people didn't understand, man. They were asking me. I'm gonna tell you who got some advice from me. He ended up playing both ways in the NFL for the first time. And one of my teammates in Orlando Predators played high school ball with him. So we was in the airport flying around. I mean, had a layover in Cincinnati. And this guy here played football and baseball. And he played for the Cincinnati Red. He played for Cincinnati Red, I think.
It wasn't Dion, was it?
Yep.
Wow.
Listen,
What?
no
That's
lie. So
crazy.
listen, we're in the airport, and you ask Coach Dion. You ever talk to ask him this? This true story. So my boy Henry Brown, we call Tight Al, called me on the cell. Hey, Wad, what up, man? Hey, man, Deion Sanders want to talk to you. We'll get something to eat. Like food court in the airport. Come on, man, y'all quit playing, man. I ain't got time for this, man. He said, no, man, come around here, Deion Sanders. So I walk around that prime time. Prime time, sit there and say, man. And I'm like, hey, what up? I'm like, what do you want with me? What do you want with me? He's like, I'm gonna ask you a question, man. How in the hell you play on both sides of the ball like you do? I said, Deion, I said, I'm gonna tell you something. This is true. I tell my kids this story. I said, let me tell you something. I told Deion Sanders, when I was over there on offense, working out by myself, I said, Deion, I ran the route, all the route, I ran the tree. In my mind, the DB set like this. I'm running the route against the DB in my mind. But when I go over there on defense, the same routes I was running, mentally I was covering. Like I backpedal and break this way. I backpedal, break that way. I backpedal, do this. I said I got my body in great shape because I knew how to play offense and defense and special team. So I did a lot of cardio. Like I run like 10 miles or something. Now I wasn't no sprinter like that. They won't say I was fast, but I was fast enough. But I would do a lot of cardio running. Before I went to San Jose, I wanted to learn how to run because I ain't never ran track. I want to learn how to run. So in Orlando, I went to a Jones High School track coach, and he was from a different country. And he said, baby, I'm going to show you something. You don't know how to run. So he hooked me up with a Olympic trial sprinter, right? He said, you got to get your arm moving, got to get the knees up, and got to step out. You got to hit that floor. Pop. He was saying like that. Pop. Hit that foot got to come down that fast. Pop. So okay, I said, all right, cool. Now I'm a pro football player. I can run. I thought I could. So the sprinter took off. I took off. It was embarrassing the first time I ran against the sprinter. Yeah, man, we started at the same time. And we run the 60 yard. Right? And the coach got me, and when he beat me, I got kind of frustrated. Like, hold on, man, I know it ain't that slow. But they tracked me. So the next time I kept working with him, I got close a little bit, got close. So what got me was when I went back to school in 99, before I went to San Jose, I went back to school. Like I told you, I signed a contract with New Jersey Red Dog. And A&M had a good track program because they had some Olympic people in trial or whatever for my school. So we're going to run the quarter. I can run. No, don't get me wrong now. I can run quarter. I trained my son how to run track. So run the quarter, and we guys and girls running together. You know that, right?
I ain't ran track in so long.
But listen, no, we just practice. No, we practice. Practice.
Yeah,
we didn't have that luxury.
And this damn girl ran by me, and I said, "Hold on." And she almost made me pull a hamstring because I wasn't finna be embarrassed. And she beat me. I wasn't finna be embarrassed by no girl. So I'm about to kill myself, pull a hamstring and everything, trying to get this girl. And I tell a guy, man, look, the girl beat me, but the girl was a Olympic child. So it's some women out there can beat a lot of men. You know what I'm saying? So even these football players these days think they can run. Go out there and run against those track girls. They'll tell you. So that was the case, man. And I tell my kids all the time, about school. Like, Coach, you went to the NFL, but you had you went. I said, man, let me tell y'all something. It's not where you go, Coach. It's what you do where you at.
Exactly.
Listen, if I got found in a little small town, if somebody found me in a little small town, and I was the first to go pro. Well, no, I was the first to sign an athlete contract and play because they had a guy, uh, uh, Tony Reed. He was like 6'6", little basketball player. He was skinny, went to Morris Brown, and he signed his contract with the Seattle Seahawks, but he didn't make the team. They cut him. So he's the first one that ever signed a contract. I was the first one that was on the NFL team from my hometown. And then my cousin came right behind me, Grady Jackson. D lineman, went to Lane, Knoxville, and then ended up going to the Oakland Raiders. And then in the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Cousin named Grady Jackson. You can look him up. That's my little cousin. I told him to go to school because he wasn't going to college. He big, athletic. He didn't want to go to college. So I ended up, telling him when he was down here with me in Orlando, my rookie year, I said, man, you need to go to college, man. You good. You need to go to school. He ended up taking my advice and went to JUCO at in Mississippi. What's that good JUCO school name? Can't think of it. But it's a good JUCO school back in the days. Can't think of it right now. In Mississippi. Hine.
Oh, okay. I've heard
back
of
in
that.
the days. Hine, yeah. So been doing that. And now my little cousin, my young cousin, he went pro for the basketball this year from Alabama.
That's what's up.
Herb Jones.
Nice.
That's my little cousin. Herb Jones. That's my little cousin. He signed, he my brother was the first to go, but he the first, to actually get drafted.
That's what's up.
So yeah. But yeah, man. Go ahead.
We got real quick update, Coach. You're not gonna like this, but in the National Arena League, the Columbus
I was
Lions
just about to say something.
The Columbus Lions and the Orlando Predators are playing in the playoffs. The Lions are up 46-35 with 4:02 left in the fourth. It ain't looking good, but they did make the playoffs. But I just had to give a quick update for those that we keep in touch with for arena ball or indoor football.
Yeah,
it's crazy you was just saying something, man, because I was just watching it.
Hey, I tell you, man, it's never over. It's never over. In indoor league, because I can't say arena football. I can't call that arena football. It's not. It's not arena football.
We know that. We know that.
So everybody, I love it now. Don't get me wrong. I love it. They brought the team back, doing everything. But when you say arena football, you're talking about teams that compete on a higher level. I mean, and you're talking about NFL players that at the end of their career get cut, fighting to come to arena football when we was there. Guys came from teams, thought they was the stuff when they got out there, played for the Atlanta Falcons. Oh man, I'll tear my new butthole up. Now I'm gonna tell you, only a few could hold me down. You hear me?
I hear you.
And I ain't gonna say I got 5 fingers, right? It might have been out of 5 people, it might have been 3 that gave me a challenge. And that
was one of the. Can I ask if one of the 3 was somebody you played with?
No.
Oh man, I gotta hear this.
No. Talking about when I went against them?
No, I mean like you actually were teammates with.
Oh yeah. I mean, in practice, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about actually game. I'm talking about game. I'm talking about actually going to edit.
I want to hear this.
Tracy Perkins from Tampa Bay Storm, 24.
Man.
Hall of Fame with Tracy Perkins. But he was short. He was good in coverage, but I tear him up on the line. He was so short. He knew he couldn't stop me. But in the field, he was good. Johnny Harris, that went to the New York Giants after running football, doing the running football. Now I told him up the first time he was out there. He came from whatever NFL camp. I hit him for 5 touchdowns his first time ever trying me.
Sheesh.
He was on that Tampa Bay team that we beat. That there was 12-2, and we was 7-7 at end of the season. What was 7-7, whatever we was, and went to Arena Bowl in '98 and won it. That's that Tampa Bay Storm that was 12-2. They beat us twice. They beat us about 20, 30 points during the season.
That was a great
They beat up
team
us.
too.
Yeah, it was a great team. And the third one, it's kind of I can't even remember the dude's name, but I'm talking about Ashley slowed me down. I had some catches, but not as many like I would have like over 100 something yards. They kept me.
I'm surprised I didn't hear Kenny Mack in this. Like,
no. When I played, no, that's my best friend right now. He live here. Me and him play golf. We make somebody else see him tomorrow. We play golf. We play golf together. But in practice, yeah, because we're going, we're at it. But when I went against him, no. And I only went against him. I came to Orlando in 2002. When I left in 2000, my first time playing against the Pro, 2002. Right? In Orlando. And I tore him up. And then next time we played, it was in the playoffs, and I beat him then.
That's
but
crazy.
in practice now, yes, in practice he got me. When we used to go against each other in practice, not all the time. We go now. I'm gonna tell you who really gave me hell. Cleveland Thomas.
You know what?
Listen. The Cleveland, it was like I wasn't even good enough for him, to cover. Because he was like, I was good enough. I'm saying he would go out there and be like, all right, whatever. Now he gave me problems.
Because that was like that when they got y'all all together, you, Coach Pappin, Cleveland Thomas, James Rowe, that was a squad.
Cleveland was there with Steve. He was gone. Steve was gone already.
Oh, man.
Cleveland
I know it was you. And it was you, James Rowe.
Oh, yeah, Rowe. Yep, me. Oh, man, I'm telling you, that's the best receiver I ever seen in my life. Hands down. Best route runner I was, hands down. Sure, hands down.
I hated y'all, man. When you got there, I hated the SaberCats.
Yeah.
But when all of y'all got together, I hated y'all.
Let me tell you, man, we were really with Jane Honda, the team with Jane Honda, Rowe, me, Omar, Cleveland, Wendell Davis that played for the Cowboys, Shalon. That team there with those guys right there with a couple younger guys was unstoppable. Like we actually went undefeated till we played Arizona and lost with Jay Hunt barely tipped that ball, hit his fingertip in the end zone for the win. We went 16-0. But unfortunately that game that happened, so we end up going 17 and 1, something like that. I got the rain. It's in there somewhere.
Man, don't rub it in. Don't rub it in.
Nah, but I'm saying in San Jose, Coach Malley and them, Coach Church and them put a good, great team together, man. Every year we were competing for the Arena Bowl basically every year almost. Like in Orlando. See, man, with me it wasn't about the money. And people don't understand that. Yeah, I was truly blessed. But it wasn't about the money. When I set out to be the greatest player in the arena, when I set out to be the greatest ever to play the game, is when Perry Moss gave me the opportunity to play pro football with the Predators. I wanted to be the best. If the NFL would gave me a chance, I've been a Hall of Fame in the NFL. If they gave me that opportunity to show the world what I could do. But arena football showed the world what I was capable of doing. And I had my chance in the NFL. Like I say, I left the NFL. I wasn't happy. Money. Listen, man, I don't care what nobody say. Having money is good. for whatever point to pay your bills, to go to da. But having money and not being happy is the worst thing in the world to do, man. And I'm telling y'all, on this note, man, I'm more happy with not having a lot of money. I can have $20 and have all my bills paid, and I'm more happy than anything in the world, man. And that's the truth. Because you know what? As you get older, man, and you've been taught a lot in life by your parents. And like I say about my dad, if my dad wouldn't have told me I was going to be there at a early age, if my mama wouldn't have took me off the football team, see, I could have took all that, what she did, and she would have kept me on the team with that one bad grade. I thought I could just skate through it from then day on. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this ain't nothing. All I got to do is just get by. She didn't do that. So that would make me stronger. When my dad would beat me down, say I wasn't going to be nothing. Now I'm talking about verbally, never put hands on him. My mom allowed him to put hands on us. But verbally beat me down, you know, you ain't going to be nothing. You're going to be like me, you know, and I ain't want to be like him. And that mental state kicked in. Like a lot of kids could have fell into that, what they do, fall into that trap. Me, it made me who I became. And that's who I am now to this day. When you say the greatest player in history, my dad always talk about me. And when I went home my rookie year, or whenever I go to Alabama to visit, all the guys that work with my dad, like, man, your dad talk about you all the time. We watch you, but your dad, man, he loved you to death. But he never showed me that love when I was coming up. And then I found out, you know, through his friends, you know, how much it meant for him that I made it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I got people want me to write a book about it, because there's a lot of other stuff I could have told y'all. I ain't really want to share. But my life is a book. The stuff I've been through, man. And a lot of guys went through a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff I went through, man, you would never believe it, that I came out where I am today.
We're glad that you came out because
Yeah, man.
we learned a lot about you today.
I mean,
I am.
And
you
we
figure
actually,
if it ever come out though, I'll read it.
I'm so.
man, we'll
I'm
promote it.
so.
I'll promote it.
Right. We promote the mess
I'm
out of
telling you.
that.
I'm so humble and blessed right now. You know, man. You know, Deion Sanders taught me a lot too. You know, when he said, the guy like, man, you just so cocky, so arrogant. And he said, nah, man, I'm just confident. I'm very comfortable. I mean, you know, I have confidence. That's how I was. So I shared some with Deion how to prepare himself to play both ways. Cause he ended up going to Dallas and playing both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Remember? Yeah.
Yep.
And then when he said that, that's what my mindset was. Can't nobody stop me. Can't no. And one of my partners, I think it's Chris Underwood, that played that played with Albany Firebird when they beat us. Played linebacker. I don't remember him like that in the league, but you know, reach out to me. He lived in San Jose. Reach out to me back in some years ago, and he said, "Wag, you know what, man?" And this stick to me to this day. This is what I tell my kids. He said, "Man, you awesome, man. I mean, you good." He said, "But you know what? People don't understand, man, about you. You know why people can stop you? Y'all know why people can stop me? Y'all want to know why?
I'm listening. I'm all ears.
Because greatness can't be stopped."
That's deep.
He
That's
told
Can't
deep.
he
argue
told me
that.
that. He said, "Man, before I think I even went to the hall up for the Hall of Fame, or I don't know if I was still playing. I don't know what but he told me once. He said, "Man, greatness can't be stopped." And I say that to this day. And that's why you'll see on my Facebook page, if you follow me with my kid, when it say Wad's grind never stop, and because of that thing he said to me, that greatness can't be stopped. I trained 12 kids. My son went. I trained 12 kids for the first time last year, and all my kids in college.
That's a blessing.
Listen, kids that school shut down because of the pandemic. I know so many coaches, so many people. He was in my garage getting rehab on his hamstring, and he looked at his phone from a text message. His name is Amora Skinner. He looked at his phone from a text message, and he went to Florida Tech down here in Florida, a D2 school, and he said, "Coach, I thought somebody died. You know how you had that look on you like somebody died?" He said, "Coach, they just shut my football program down." I said, "What?" He was like, he was red shirt sophomore. He said, "I don't know what I'm gonna do." I said, "Hold on." Yeah, what's up, Wad? Hey, man, I got a DB. Yeah, he can play for you. You'll love him. He trained with me. They're like, "Okay, send me some on him." I said, "All right, give me 1 second." Yeah, what up, coach? We want him. Well, I got other schools want him too. We want him. Wad, can we get him? You offer him there, you got him. He at Tuskegee University right now.
Here you go.
I got a Caucasian kid. Dad had paid money for him to train with people, get him out there, get film out, get him in college, right? I met the kid and I told the kid, "Hey man, why don't y'all come and train with me?" They said, "How much is it?" I said, "It's free." They never called me. So he went home and told Dad, "Yeah, some guy named Barry Wagner asked me to train with him." He said, "How much he charging you?" He said, "Nothing." He said, "You said Barry Wagner?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Son, you know who that was?" He said, "No, sir." He pulled me up. He said, "This him?" He said, "Yes, sir." And he started looking like, "Oh yeah, you going to train with him." So his dad called me and he's like, "Look, like my son don't know." And he said it was free. I said, "Yeah, it's free. I just needed body. I just want to help kids. I just need the body to compete with my son. Them. I need more guys come out and work so I can develop everybody." Um, and like I say, I don't train the. I don't know if I told you. I don't train the kid's body. I train their mind.
Right.
Cause they're like, "What you mean?" I said, "Your mind tell you everything your body need to do. When you're tired, your mind say you're tired. When I tell y'all, give me one more, and I said, give me one more, this last one, y'all run faster than you ran the first one. Cause your mind, I train your mind. So Dad's like, we coming. He told me, "Look, man, he said that he said shit. He said I spent a shitload of money on my son to train. He came on the first day with you and said, 'Dad, I can't feel my legs.'" This is true, and everything I tell y'all true story. I'm gonna lie to you. You can ask him yourself. If you ever want to interview people, so and he said, "Dad," he said, "I don't know what it is, but I like it." He said, "I ain't never trained like this before." I told Dad when I first met him, I said, "You let him stay with me this summer. He'll have an offer." So he went to camps or whatever, did good. His dad said, "Man, Jacksonville University, looking at him, they ain't too far from here, Jacksonville." So, so Jacksonville program shut down too. They shut down that year. So I said, "Don't worry about it." He said, "Wow." So he went to a camp at Stetson University, was in D-Lane. It's one, D1 AA school. Now y'all can hear some funny stuff. So I said, I went to the camp. I went up there to watch him, see what he was gonna do. While I'm up there, his dad said, "Coach, you came." I said, "Yeah, man, that's what I do. If my parents will tell you, the kids, like, I go see all of them. I don't care where is that. Go make sure I go to camp and watch all of them do something. Because that's my name behind. So the kid at camp. And one of the coaches say, "Why? What up, coach? What up, coach? I said, "What doing up here?" I said, "I got a kid, man. Number 12, Kyle." "Wait, oh man, linebacker." I said, "Yeah, man, I like him. We like him." That's why I said to him, "You like him enough to offer him today?" He said, "Yeah, we really like him." I said, "I tell you what, coach, I got some more school, but you offer him because he likes Stetson. He wanted to go to Stetson from the beginning." I said, if you offer him, coach, you got him. He's like, really? I said, yeah. So go with his dad and his girlfriend was there. Go with dad and his girlfriend was sitting there. I said, hey man. I said, wow, man, he gonna do his thing today. He gonna get an offer. And his dad like, how you know? No, I'm telling you, man, he gonna offer. Now I said, look, when you get this offer, I want you to take me out to eat. He's like, I take you anywhere I want to go. And I said, I ain't no cheap. I said, ain't no cheap. I said, I want to go to Rude Chris.
Oh yeah, I know about
That
the Ruth
sound
Chris.
expensive.
A la carte,
That's
baby. A la carte. A la
Hey,
that
carte.
sound
Rude
that sounds
Chris.
expensive.
Hey, man, listen, Rude
Man,
Chris.
that's filet mignon,
Rude,
man.
listen, Rude Chris is a steakhouse
Mm.
that,
Wait a
Hmm.
minute, Ronnie. How do you know about this? I
Oh,
need
me
hey,
and my
answers.
wife went our first anniversary, dog. I already know what it is, man.
where
I
you live
Wow.
tell
at?
you that. Ooh,
Where you live? Where you
Columbus,
live?
Ohio.
Listen,
Columbus,
Rude
Ohio.
Chris. I went in there one time, and my bill $400 for two people.
Why?
Yep,
Yeah,
two
Why?
people. Yeah, we dropped about 250,
yeah.
and we didn't even have no
But
Why?
drink. We just had
but I
water.
was, I was good champagne. Like $100 bottle of champagne, stuff like that too with the food. A salad was about
Hmm.
15, 12. A salad about $15. Yeah,
Yep.
it's nice. It's nice. So his dad said, "Sure, long me and my wife can go." I said, "Yeah, you can go. Y'all paying for it." So there you go. So I'm just telling you a story. What been going on. So then, man, y'all gonna be with me for a minute. Now I'm gonna let y'all go. So the coaches, the head coach come, the position coach come, linebacker coach, and talk to him and say, "How you doing, son? Man, we really like. We want to offer you today." Hey, Dad, almost fainted. So,
That's the
so
story.
yeah, this one I tell you. So they go. So Campo, I come home. I call them and say, "Hey, man, how y'all doing? We out, coach. We out celebrating." I'm talking to Dad. Yeah. I said, "Tell your wife stop crying." I ain't never met his wife yet. So she said, he put her on the phone. I said, "Let me see your wife." I said, "How you doing?" She said, "Hey, Barry." I said, "Stop crying." She said, "I can't help it." She said, "You told us if he trained with you, you'll get him somewhere. And this is his favorite school."
And you got him there.
I got 12 kids right now. I'm gonna post all of them once they get in camp, take their picture. I'm gonna post them on my page. Um, the schools, big schools, I got one at FAU,
Mm.
got one at University of Florida, got my son at West Kentucky. I'm talking about the big D1 school. Um, and I got a couple of them at one AA, and then I got a few of them at D2 school. I had a kid that got home from Morgan State, didn't even know receiver, didn't even know his coaches. One Tyrone Wheatley is the head coach. You know that?
Nice.
You didn't know that?
Man,
Wow.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that. Now that you say that,
I'm I'm,
I'm torn.
I'm
I'm
good.
torn.
I'm good friend. I know Tyrone. I know. Let me tell y'all this about me. I burn no bridges. If I have enemies, I don't know, but I know a lot of people. I mean, I actually know, not just talk about it. I actually know a lot of people. I have 1,500 people in my. I had to erase some. I have 1,500 in my phone that I know personally, and maybe about 200 or 300 or more people y'all would know. And I'm talking about famous people. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Um, Tyrone Wheatley, I know. He coached Jacksonville, but I know Tyrone. He coached for Jack well for me, but I know. So he got the head coaching job because he tried to get the coaching job at my school. And I reach out to, I know the AD at my school. Come in, AD went to college together. I knew who he is. So I tried to get him there. But Connell Maynard there, the coach.
I know Coach Manor. Coach
Yeah, he
Manor.
there. He the head coach. He turned the program around. They won a SWAT this year.
I
Man,
saw it. We
I talk.
covered that actually.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
Connell all the time. I talk Connell all the time. But anyway, so the kid, didn't do too well freshman year, didn't do the grades, so he had to, sit out. whatever that spring, but then came back and they were like, man, got a great academic, right? He was on the field, and because they were taking away the scholarship because academic. So he kind of got that in order. So coach said, well, you got to show me something this spring because I got freshmen coming in. So you're a red shirt sophomore or whatever, and you got to show me something. So, I mean, he showed me his film in practice. I mean, he looked pretty good. And I was like, he got here and did an internship. One communicating with the coaches because, find out what's going on. He called one of the coaches and said, well, I thought coach told you weren't coming back. I said, what? He said, yeah, I thought coach said you weren't coming back. Now, the kid got with me for 2 weeks. And I was talking to him, and I said, look, one thing you're going to do is not lie to me. What's going on? And, he kind of gave me the story. I said, okay, cool. So I started calling people, say, hey, I had camps in the start. This about 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got their scholarship gone, money about gone, and camps in the start in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So he put his stuff out there. I said, okay, I'm going to reach out to some coaches. So they're like, oh, man, yeah, we like him. Oh, man, we can use him. We got to find a way because we, all the money, everybody's scholarship money about to be gone. But all of it not gone. They just hold back because they trying to see who's going to transport, who's going to be available so they can give them. You know how that works. Because a lot of kids now going to school, camp start. A lot of kids just not getting to school that transferred. Like a safety from Georgia Tech, just when my son school the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So his dad and talking to me, he talking to me. He said, "Coach," I said, "Don't worry about it. We'll find somewhere." So Texas A&M Commerce. Is it Texas A&M Commerce? Yeah.
Commerce.
D2 school. Yeah. Good powerhouse, D2 school. Coach, they read out to me. I said, look, you going? That where you going? He said, Coach, we ain't waiting on nobody else. That where you going? Commit right now. He's like, what? I said, commit right now. He's like, okay. So he sit there and I said, let me explain to you why I said that. I said, right now, your options is limited. Schools are already filled up with their players, so whoever offered you a full ride, you need to take it right now. I don't care where it's at. It could have been at, and this ain't no school. It could have been at North Shore Elementary School, college. You know what I'm saying? You got to find a home right now. You can't wait for the other school. You can't wait for this school. You can't wait for that school. If somebody wants you, you got to go now. So that's where he at right now. Got him in there. Got a kid that played at Davenport and in Michigan. Should have finished out. He didn't finish. Corona hit. He trying to go back to school. So he out for 2 years. But he got 1 more year eligibility. And I got him in school. But he contracted Corona the weekend he supposed to get ready to go. So now he got to figure out. Now they're working on housing to get him in, get him there. A camp start for them next week. So, coach said we try to get here as soon as possible, but I got all of them in school, man. My son wasn't hard because he was, he was high ranked player. So he was, ESPN top 25 in the state of Florida. So that was easy for him. My other kids, I got them in. But one of my kids, I got prep school because he didn't have enough time last season. They ain't play a lot. They didn't do a lot last year because of Corona. So his season didn't work out like it's supposed to. So I ended up got him at GOO Elite. So if any kids that need, I tell you what, guys, and since I'm on the broadcast, if any kid, I don't care where you at, and this just me because of who I am. If you need help, parents and all, or you got somebody that got a kid that need help to get in school, I'll help you. I don't charge for none of that. I don't charge to help kids get in school. You know what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying?
I hear you.
They can reach out on my Facebook page, my fan page, and inbox me and send me his highlight, his film. All I ask you to do is make sure he got his grades and score test scores, because this is all the schools out there looking for players,
I
and
keep telling my kids that.
you just got
I
to
keep telling them that, man.
you never know who watching and who will see you and who will call you, and that's what happened to me in my career with the Predators. Somebody saw me, somebody told the coach about me, and my career started then.
That's what I've been
So
telling these kids. I'm glad we got you on, because if they hear it from me, they probably not gonna think nothing of it. But hearing it from you, it means so much more.
you
Just
know,
because it's you.
yeah, I tell kids all the time, man. Listen, I don't train my kids to be good, because good is not good enough for me. I train kids to be great. And I tell kids all the time, I say, I train you to be great, because being good is going to practice. Get practice over with, go home and build a video game the rest of the day. My son didn't do that. They train with me. When they got out of practice, coach, I train them right after practice. Condition, everything. I don't care how dog tired they are. I train them to be great, coach. Because remember what I said, greatness can't be stopped.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Really quickly, I know
go
you're
ahead.
gonna get mad about this. I'm pretty mad about it too. It
They
is
lost.
final in Columbus. The Lions swamped the Predators 61-43. It was a good season. So shout out to Coach Burt, because I know he's still coaching down there too.
Yeah, EJ.
But yeah, it's always next year. I did want to end on this though. I got two things I wanted to ask, and one I wanted to share with you. I
Okay, I'm
wanted
gonna
to
ask you one.
bring
If
this
one
up.
of them, but you about to ask me, do we got anything to do with coaching this team or a team?
No,
Okay,
no,
okay, go ahead.
no.
Okay.
Well, here's the first one. I wanted to see if you remember this.
Oh man, yes, I got that picture right now. I got
I
that picture
saved
right now.
I saved this
That
picture because I was so happy when y'all won the championship. I didn't know what to do with myself. And when I was trying to find some pictures, actually I found that. I think I found it on your page, if I'm not mistaken. I
yeah.
might have. And I was like, that's a good one. That's a
But
good one.
the one you had before and the white one, that's on my page too. Don't get me wrong, man. I really, truly, man, it's a die-hard Predator. I'm never gonna leave me. But also, it's hard to compete because in San Jose, it's like when I came to Orlando, I took the same drive to San Jose and did the same thing. You know what I mean? I helped a
Yeah.
team win a championship. And we should have won 4-5 championship in Orlando, don't get me wrong. But what I learned in Orlando was it was all about me. And not me saying that, but I'm saying the coaches, it was me, me, me. All you knew Barry Wagner. You might not know nobody else, but you knew me. In 1998, Jay Gruden brought in some guys to help me. You know what I'm saying? So it still was about me. I still do my thing, but it took a lot off me. Cause everybody know back in the days before Jay, it was the ball would come to me where it was. It was fourth down, first down, second down, fifth down. The ball come to me. You knew that. Like when Eddie Brown came in 90 and won MVP, had like 48 touchdowns in season one MVP. I won Iron Man, but he won MVP. He thought they said he had new shares in town. All right, cool. I came next year and scored 51. I came back and
That's
scored 51.
unbelievable.
And that's a record to the day, 51. But what I'm trying to say was in San Jose, they had pieces to a puzzle. I was just that piece they were missing. with the other guy. I was just that piece they put in place to fill the puzzle out. Did that make sense?
Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
makes
You know what I'm
perfect
saying?
sense.
I was that piece that they needed. You know, like I needed Robert Gordon and Ty Law were there and Brent Cooper, all the guys I had in Orlando, Bruce Lassane when we won the championship. You know, Kay McIntyre, David Mason in the back with me and defense. You see what I'm saying? So
That was
when you get a piece, when you get a piece to the puzzle, man, and if Jay would have kept all us together, man, I won multiple championships here. You know what I'm saying? I think we won
that,
multiple
that was
championships.
that was a great teams, man. You just
Okay,
brought back a
now
lot
what
of
other
good
thing you got to
memories.
ask me before we leave? Because y'all kept me over here all
Do-
night. What else you got to ask me?
um, as you know, I'm a coach over at the Great Lutheran West. I'm coaching DBs and receivers. Is
Congratulations.
there any?
I mean, I know you just
Thank
got a
you,
job.
thank you.
Congratulations. You just said it. I didn't know. Congratulations.
Well, I appreciate that. But my question is there any advice you'd like to give these young guys? Because I got a few of them watching. So is there any advice you'd like to give them?
Listen, advice I give my kids. Like I said, don't just do good. Don't just be good. Be great. Work outside of football on everything. I mean, social skill and everything. Have a great attitude going into it. And let me tell you this, young men, young women, whoever watching, parents, wherever you put in something is what you're going to get out of it. If you put in crap, you're going to get crap. If you put in the great work, you become great. Never let anybody tell you what you can't do. Because when my dad said I couldn't do it, I did it. And I'm a Hall of Famer. But I'm a GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time. That would never be taken away from me. I don't care who comes in the league, whatever. They ain't nobody in the league could be a GOAT. Because guess what? I did it on both sides of the ball and special team.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't have, if I put up a piece, if I show you this here, if you look at a game, they put up my stats. Out first in receiving, touchdown, reception, return, kickoff, defense. I was interception. I was the number one tackle in the league at one time, and I played both sides of the ball. How did it happen? I was the lead receiver in the league. How did it happen when I played both ways? I was in the game sometime when we was on defense. I was in the game sometime we was on offense.
Wow.
I work hard in practice because I'm going to tell you this. In Orlando, it was Barry Wagner. In San Jose, it was the SaberCats. You see what I'm saying? And San Jose, the difference in San Jose and Orlando, in San Jose and Orlando, you're going to play. You're going to play. You can play, right? In San Jose, we had to compete every practice to see who we're going to play. Do you get me?
That's crazy.
With Cleveland and them out there, they'll tell you what we practiced was game. We didn't mess around like I did in Orlando. We just going to do it. In San Jose, we were competing to who's going to be on the field this week. And you didn't want to get hurt in San Jose because you had a trainer named Fred who worked you harder than practice. So you ain't never going to be injured. But ask Jane Rowe about that one. You ain't never going to be injured. Fred had you back and ready. So young people got to understand, man. First of all, you got to set yourself a goal of where you want to be. I had my son to tell me where you want to be in 10 years. Where you want to be in 5 years. What's your goal? What's your dream? See, my goal was to play in the NFL, and I did it. And I took the hard route, arena, NFL. Took the hard route. Didn't get drafted, whatever. But see, when you set those goals, you got to achieve them. You got to make sure you got your school in order, for one. You got to make sure you respect your parents. Your parents don't have to do everything for you. You get mad, but parents got to listen to this here. This is the most important I teach all my kids and their parents. When you allow the kid to run your house and determine what they can get and what they can't get, If you allow the kid to say, I want an Xbox, I want PlayStation 2, but you ain't got number C's and D's, and you still go get it for them, that's your fault. When you're out here buying these kids $200 pair of shoes, when he out here got F's and going to school and now you passing class or barely passing, that's your fault.
Amen.
My son wasn't allowed games, hang out, or do nothing until he do two things. Do his work and do his training. If you love the game enough, you're going to sacrifice from hanging out with all your friends on the weekend, get your schoolwork done, get your training in. Because the ones that are on the corner now, they're going to be on the corner when you leave and come back.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So all the young men that you have watching, the advice I can give you is everybody you think your friend is not your friend. And a true friend, like the one I had that passed, a true friend would never want stuff from you. You know what I'm saying? He never asked for anything. All the stuff I had, he paid for his own trip from Hawaii to come and see me. He paid for his own trip to fly over here to Orlando to my Hall of Fame ceremony. He rented his own car, paid for the hotel. And he said, Wag, I ain't never been that way like everybody else. And another thing, man, a young man got to stand. A true friend gonna keep you out of harm's way. A real friend will tell you if they go and do something wrong and advise you not to go. You hear what I said, Coach? He gonna say, hey man,
I got you.
I'm about to go in this store. I ain't got no money. So I'm letting you know what I'm about to do. But I advise you to go home and don't get caught up in this. That's a true friend. You can ask for a better friend than that. Allow
Amen.
you to make the decision to go with him to do something he knows is not right. And Coach, I want to leave you on this note, and I'm going after this. And I want you to understand. I would like for y'all to not to use this word as much as you do. Mistake. You know why? You know why I want you to stop using that? Okay. A mistake is something you know that you don't know is wrong. And you make a mistake. Because you didn't know it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know it's wrong. Like a kid put his hand on a hot stove at 4 or 5 years old. They don't know the stove. They don't know that's wrong. They don't know, you know what I'm saying? They don't know that wrong. 3, 4-year-old kid in the stove pick up some candy and they ain't pay for it. They ain't know he had. They ain't know that was wrong. But at a certain age, you know what's wrong from right. You don't make mistake, Coach. You make bad choices. But we always say to the judge and the police, oh, he made a mistake. How he made a mistake? By shooting a gun, how that's a mistake? He know the gun was loaded when he pulled the trigger. So what mistake was that? Bad choice. It's different if the gun was somewhere and he threw the gun around, the gun went off. Now that's different. But it's like somebody hitting somebody with a baseball bat. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you hit it. Prime example, Coach. Prime example. I know I talk a lot. I just love to share this. Prime example. One of my friends, a judge, I go see him because he donated some money to my charity, right? To my thing, and he in court, and they say he gonna see you in a minute. So I got to sit in court and listen to him, whatever. This dude beat the man up with a bat, right? That wasn't bad enough. Took his shoestring, put it around his neck to strangle him. The guy, whoever was defending him, said, "Your Honor, he made a mistake." And Your Honor, and my friends, tell me the mistake he made, because when he beat him with the bat, he took a shoestring out and strangled him. So what the mistake come in at? You see what I'm
That's
saying? We
crazy.
use the word
Yeah.
too loosely. We use that word to defend people when you shouldn't use mistake unless you knew you didn't know it was wrong.
Right.
Right now, kids making bad choices. Parents and everybody making bad choices in the world. So when we use the word mistake, we use it as a scapegoat. Because that's on the word we've been taught when we was little. Oh, you made a mistake. You don't make mistakes at a certain age, man. You make bad choices. So
Mm-hmm.
if I'm gonna leave the kids with something, it's like make the best choice that you can benefit from. Don't make bad choices because you know what? It's easy to get in stuff, but hard to get out of it. I tell my kids that all the time. It's easy to get caught up and get in trouble, but y'all know it's hard to get out of trouble.
Right.
So I advise you to make the right choices in life, man, because it could take you a long way. Look at me. I had choices to make when I was young. You know, they had alcohol and drugs and all that when I was in school. My friend drinking and getting high, weed. That wasn't for me. I had bigger dreams. You hear me? And I'm being honest with y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all my life story. I had bigger dreams. I took my first drink when I was a sophomore at Alabama A&M. And only reason I took it because we won the SIC championship, and the first championship I ever been in my entire life. It wasn't my last; it was the first. I ended up winning 2 there, and 3 in the pros. So I got 5 rings. You know what I'm saying?
5 rings. 5.
Well, my son about to beat me. Hopefully, he got 3 already
Nice.
in high school. He got 3 in high school. No, he got 4. He got 3 basketball and 1 in football. He played with a guy. He played with a guy at Portland Trailblazers, Isaiah Little. The 4. He played with him in high school, the private school. My son went to Orlando Christian Prep. You should look him up. Good high school program, coach. Private school, small school. Hey, but great athletes.
Yes.
All right, guys. Anything else?
No, sir. We appreciate your time, man.
Yeah,
This has
it's
been
been
a
good.
true honor. I
Yeah.
finally got to talk to the GOAT. I'm happy. I'm happy. I couldn't
I
ask
Yeah,
for
really
we
nothing
definitely
more.
appreciate,
appreciate you for this one, man.
man. I appreciate you guys for allowing me to be on here. My wife know it's a lot of people try to get in touch with me, and I just you know, I'm just I'm just a normal guy, really. You know, a lot of people get excited when they see me and meet me, and I say, you know what? I can't blame anybody because I said when I met Michael Jordan when I was a rookie in Chicago, he came back in the locker room. I shook his hand. I couldn't even speak. He wasn't even the GOAT then. It's 1992. I met Michael Jordan, and I couldn't speak, and I talk a lot, and and, and he said, "Hey man, I ain't play a game. It's a good job, guy. And I ain't play a game." I said, "Thank you." About my list, real quick, guys. People never thought I'd be friends with one person in my entire life. Never dream of. And I tell young people this all the time. You never know who you're gonna meet one day. But your first impression on a person, if you leave a great impression, they'll be in your life for a long time. You know what I'm saying, Coach?
I understand.
One of
I'm
my
living
good
it right here.
one of my good friends is Scottie Pippen.
Really?
One of my man, great guy. I'm there with there with him and his wife are going through it. I'm there with him now. Um, Majority of friends I have real close to me is comedians. Guy Torrey, Joe Torrey, Tommy Davidson, Pierre Edward, Kim Wheatley, Bill Bellamy. Come in, Bill Bellamy. Did talk to these guys to this day. We did I did the movie Any Given Sunday.
No, I
So
did know that.
yeah, look at my bio. I did Any Given Sunday. Yeah, I was a safety. I was the one knocking everybody out. Connell Maynard was the quarterback. He was the one throwing the ball. He was stumped for the Jamie Foxx. I was a stunt man for I fill in for T.O. I was number 82. I was T.O.
Wow.
I won. T.O. was there too in the movie.
Wow.
But I did all that work. But I also was on defense. I was a safety. That's why I had a shield on. I'm 45. You go to my page, you'll see it. Me and Jamie Foxx taking a picture. But I did the movie Any Given
That's
Sunday.
crazy.
Yeah, I probably did the long yard, Alan Sam and them, but I was on vacation with my wife in Vegas after the season. And they wanted me to be there like right now. And I'm like, man, I'm on vacation with my wife. I just got out football season like a week before. And we are playing, we always go to Vegas or somewhere for a week. So I ain't do it. So they were like, well, you can't make it today, then don't worry about it. I'm fine. I won't worry about doing movies. And it take too long, man. Movies take a lot of time. And again, something was nice. I mean, the pay was good, but we worked, man. We actually was hitting. It wasn't no fake hitting. We actually were hit. We didn't hit the actors, but I did one time because he wanted to. And y'all might not remember this. You go back and watch Jamie Foxx talk about it. By LL Cool J thought he could play football.
Oh man,
And Jamie Foxx said this. Him and LL had a little beef on set.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And y'all got time to explain to you real quick what happened. LL never played football. Didn't know how to stretch. LL Cool J didn't know how to stretch and how to do that. So I was teaching him how to stretch and stuff. And one day he wanted to run. We were shooting a scene. He wanted to run hard. And kind of like I was grabbing him, hold him so they can get a picture of him running. And he, ran, we fell down. He ran over me. So I said, well, Oliver Stone. I said, Mr. Stone, I said, look, I said, I can't do this if he's gonna run that hard, because because it ain't gonna seem right me tackling him like that. So LL like, let him hit me. Cause everybody was laughing at me because LL ran over me, knowing he ain't no football player. We couldn't hit him, so I said, okay. So he was like, let him hit me. I don't care, let him hit me. All right. So this fool, he'll take off, and you ask anybody, this fool, he'll take off. I come and I ran flat over him, like hit him, and he was 260 at the time. He was big then. I hit him so hard that I hit it and went over top of him, like walked right over him. He got up to the head, and I had a big old spot right in his forehead. He was a little woozy, so they took him off the field, and we ain't seeing him no more for 3 days.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I hit him hard. So Jamie did it in one of his stand-up. We're talking about how LL was trying to play like a football player, and he got the smack knocked out. That was me. So the beef came one day. That running scene when they racing. They were racing, racing. Mm-hmm. And this true. It was racing. And Jamie was killing him because LL can't run. So they said, Jamie, you gotta slow down. Make it look good. So they got the beef about how much money who got the most money. And we all sitting there, LT, all of us, Jim Brown, all of us sitting there. I'm looking like, man, do y'all know y'all got more money than all us like guys that really play football, arena, indoor league or whatever? Y'all got more money than, all of them put together right here. And we were beefing about who got the most money. So we're shooting a scene coming out the field, and Jamie like, man, you know what? When it's over, let's go out and let's go in the street. Let's get it on. So Jamie ran out the field, and LL pushed him into the camera. And but they didn't fight. They didn't throw blows. They didn't throw blows. So that was that. Because everybody thought they got the fighting, but that didn't happen. I was there. I was on the set. I know they didn't get the fighting. He pushed him. They had words, but doing the movie, man, it was fun. It was exciting. But you really got to dedicate your time to that, because, man, like I said, we shooting a scene like this right here, us just talking, and we'll be doing it for 8 hours, and they'll say cut, and then go home, or we'll shoot a scene, and the main actors go and do something else. Now we got to shoot it again. When they come back, they get their face involved, So it was rough, man. Because sometimes we'll shoot a scene, we doing all the hitting, and we might do a hit like 10 times, like actually hitting somebody 10 times. Yeah, man. I had a lot of ice pack. I had a lot of ice pack on my shoulder and stuff. The reason I got down there, because Pat O'Hara, my quarterback from the Predators, said, hey, man, they need a safety. I mean, I guess they had tryouts or whatever, had guys down there said, wow, they need a safety. I told him about you. So I asked me and my wife, right now. We was engaged, and I said, look, I'm going to do the movie. I mean, they want me to come down here and check out the movie. So the first day I put on Pass, I actually knocked the crap out of somebody, and Oliver Stone saw it and heard it. Like, who is that? And they was like, oh, we just got him today. He's like, you can do it again?
That's
I said,
crazy.
sure. And I was in a lot of scenes. What happened?
You said sure, just do it again.
Like,
Yeah, I'm
like,
sure.
like it's
No
just
problem.
nuts. Like, hey, all right, cool.
Like it's just another day at the office.
Right,
Yeah, but
just
I'm
lighten
saying
them
we
up.
were
All right.
football player, and a lot of guys probably played high school football, went to college, and did a little something. They thought they was all that, but we actually had the whole arena league basically in that movie.
I
I'm talking
never
about
knew
from
that.
Predators to the Bobcats to some other guys. We had a lot of guys that play arena football to come down there and make the team. So,
Wow.
but man, look, I ain't gonna hold you guys up no longer. I appreciate you. It
This
was
was great.
great, but the kids just need to know, man. Just keep your head on right. Good things will happen if you, like I say, you put great things in. Great things happen. If you put bull in, you're gonna get bull, and that's the truth. And I live by the creed. God always have a plan for everybody. We all have an expiration date. We just don't know when. My thing is, when I leave this earth one day, I just want to know that the people remember me about the greatest things I did when I was here. Because one thing you never heard about Barry Wagner? You know that one
Never
thing
heard
you
nothing
never heard?
negative.
And you ain't heard about me being in trouble, in jail, or anything else, have you?
No, no,
Never.
not that I can
That's
ever recall.
what I'm trying to tell you. I played pro football for 16 years. I've been in Orlando for 30 years and never been seen a jail, inside jail, and that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It ain't my part. Like, I had people go to jail and they're like, what's your ID? I mean, what do you mean ID? Your visitor ID. I said, man, I ain't never been see nobody go to jail. I'm just bailing out my bodyguard for child support. Bailing them out for child support. I ain't never been, had to go to jail and visit nobody. I was doing that. I had to get a bail moment, but they asked for an ID. I ain't know you had to have an ID to visit nobody because I ain't never had to visit nobody in jail because I don't deal with people like that. You gotta, like I said, you gotta choose your friends wisely, man. Don't get me wrong now. I hung out with some guys that I know did things, but I hung out with them in a club element.
Right.
We out partying. When I got to Orlando, I need to know who those guys was. When I moved, take me to the hood. Let me find out who running everything around here. So when I come through the hood, they know not to mess with me, mess with my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of guys be hanging out with different people. You listen, I ain't saying you ain't hang out with no goons or no gangsters. I ain't gonna say you don't, because those are the ones that look out for you when you're doing good. They want to make sure you be successful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that look out for you. And I tell people all the time, man. I mean, you want to know people because you never know when you're gonna need somebody in this life. You never know when you're gonna need a person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't cut everybody out your life. You put everybody on a string. You know what I'm saying? Because I got friends that I don't even deal with no more that been there with me, and you see what type of people they are when you finish. When you finish football, when you finish doing stuff like partying, I don't party like that. You see on my page, you don't never see me out partying, kicking it, anything. You don't never see me with no drink in my hand because I don't do all that. But soon as you finish partying, when you play, kicking it with your friend, or you can't give them nothing no more like you used to, family and friend disappeared out your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody just call you during the week before the game, hey, da-da-da-da-da, and whatever. When you stop, man, they stop. And that's why I say, with my life right now, I'm so happy to be in a great position and learn how people are and could relate to the young man like you, coach. Relate to the young man. Hey, I'm telling you this because I know. I ain't telling you because somebody told me. See, I'm going to tell you guys what I experienced.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I can tell you stories. that I've been through. See, when you give a testimony, that's what coaching is all about. Is giving a testimony to the young man what you've been through and what you overcome to get where you at. And when I tell y'all, if I ever decide to write a book, and God knows, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Some things I told y'all will be in the book, but some things I didn't share with y'all, y'all be amazed. I mean,
I can't wait.
y'all won't believe
I
it.
hope you write this book.
Y'all won't believe it,
Me
man. Y'all would not believe it. Y'all like, oh Lord, I have no idea that all that was going on with him. And to
I
be
hope
where
you
I'm
write
at
it.
today, and to be where I'm at today, guys, is the grace of God.
I'm pushing for this book. I'm pushing for it.
Man, I
You
don't know.
you you might get a message from me every other day just to get you to write it.
I'm telling you, man, it's
You
no
you need a writer, I'll write it for you.
everybody got a story, but I try to teach people and young men that when you write a story, you want to understand the greatness that come out of it. It might not start off like you wanted to, but it end up being great at the end.
Yeah.
And that's how I want my life to be. Right now, what I'm doing with these kids, Coach, I FaceTime all my kids in college. I Zoom and we talk. And I told the parents, I'm gonna need the boy's life to the day I die. Because they're going to college. Why should I cut them off? So every Sunday, 7 o'clock, they ain't in meetings. I got to get them before or after. I have all of them, and I tell them, ask them how they doing. Y'all need anything? Stay away from girls. Focus on yourself. Grades, I need to see grades. What you doing on the field? What you doing off the field? How you carrying yourself? What I'll teach them is do better than you did today, tomorrow. Make that day even better. You me, Coach? So,
Yeah, I hear you.
Coach, you take some of this stuff. I wish you would wrote some stuff down to remember.
Oh, I man, we got this. I can go back and look at this anytime I want.
Make tomorrow better than today.
I
So
got
you're gonna
that.
have some days. You're gonna have some days, coaches, that man, you're gonna be like, man, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this. Man, I can't wait for this day to be over with. You know where I'm coming from. That's how man, I'm tired, man. I'm tired of working. Shoot, I can't wait to be tired. I said the same thing. I can't wait to be tired. Now I'm back working with these kids, and I feel like it's a full-time job. And I've been retired since 2008. But these kids gave me a purpose. You know what I'm saying? They gave me a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me something that I love to do. A game that I love so much that I dedicated my whole life to it. It came a point in time, Coach, and I know I said I'm going to go, but it came a point in time, Coach, that I didn't know what I'm going to do. I was so depressed after football, like, what I'm going to do? What direction I need to go in. And I see what a lot of players, were taking their life, and it's sad that they thought taking their life would solve their problem. Because all you knew is football. But that's not all you know, because you went to college for something. You didn't go to college. Some of them just think they went to college for football. No, you went to college. You were taking classes in college. You might not have been doing them, but you were taking classes, so it's something you could do. All the football players that I know, Coach, it's in programs that helping kids, trying to help kids, like at a facility, like at a group home or school or camps or training, running camps to help kids. A lot of football players doing that. A lot of
That's
them.
the best thing for.
But see, the thing
It's a
is,
really
Coach,
good thing.
the thing is, Coach, these kids help me.
Mm-hmm.
They helping me a whole lot. You getting up, going coaching no kid, man. My wife will tell you, a kid called me, Coach. I know I ain't got training today, but I'll cancel practice. Can I come over? Coach, I got a problem with my parents. Can I talk to you? Parents call me, Coach. You need to talk to them. We got a little issue. You know, man, when now I know why God kept me here. You see what I'm saying? I know why he kept me here, because he want me to help these young men grow, become great men. Because you know what? I'm more a people person, my wife. I can talk to anybody. But a lot of parents and kids call me to talk to me, to get advice, from me.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell my kids, Coach, and one day you might tell yours, if you have a problem with your parents, you got a problem with me. You you what I say? And I'm the last
I hear
person
you.
I'm the last person they want to have a problem with, because I control everything. I control when you come and work out. I control we run all day till you pass out. You get your work done. Don't disrespect your parents, because your parents, you know what? Your parents are supposed to clothe you, feed you, and house you.
True.
That what the court say. All the other stuff, games, shoes, clothes, hanging cars, and all that, that's because your parents love you.
Yeah.
They got to give you all that. And I told my son, I ain't got to give you all this. But if parents should give their kids stuff that they earn, that they work for, not just give it to them because they want it. Parents got to
Right.
give kids stuff what they need. And
I'm with that.
we'll leave on that note.
All right, Coach. Thank you again for being on the show. We will be in touch. We're gonna
Hey,
keep up.
hey man, y'all need to send me a check or something. 2.5 hours.
I
Now,
tell you what. I
I'm,
tell you what. When we get big like that, we cut you a little something.
I'm just joking. Hey man, I don't want nothing. I'm just so thankful and blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. Y'all just don't know. So I'm truly blessed. I mean, ain't that I ain't heard for nothing, and I thank God every day.
We appreciate you taking the time out to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
for
You
sure.
know, like I said, I do it. I don't really do a lot of interviews no more. I could. I just don't. Because I'm all to myself. I try to. If you hear me, I'll try to make it all about my kids and not about me.
Appreciate it. We appreciate this because
I
Coach
got
Pappin was like, because Coach Pappin was saying, just reach out to you, and we did.
yeah. And a lot of people like, man, I try to get in touch with Barry Wagner, but he won't return my call. He won't return my text. I don't know what to do. And it's like I had my time. I had the life. Coach, I was on the biggest stage in the world.
Yeah,
I was
you
in the
were.
NFL. I played pro football knowing it was the Arena League, but I played and I'm a Hall of Famer and I'm the greatest player. I did my time. Now it's about my kids. It's not about me no more. Don't get me wrong now. I took my horn there once in a while because I got to straighten some people out. I
Yeah.
got to let them know. So kids, I saw a kid today at the outlet mall. Me and my wife was at. He lived in Georgia. Nice size kid, Coach Junior. I mean, he was nice size. He's in the 1,000-pound club. Big boy. And God said, go talk to him. I mean, God voice said, talk to a young man. I was talking to his parents, like, but when they found out who I was, they were like, whatever. But his mom said, wow, when you start talking to my son, I just felt that good spirit. You got a good spirit in you. I said, y'all don't know me out of boil, a case of egg. Y'all don't know if I'm crack or crazy. Because I stopped and just started talking to their son and talk about football and where you go to school that he in Georgia, da da da. And then I asked them some questions. Did he look now? Told this crazy. Hey, he got his NCA? He registered with the NCA. He got his this. He got that done. He got this done for college. For get ready for school, college. And they're like, no, wow, we know all that. It just. She's like, how can I get in touch with you? Can I get your number? I said, go to my fan page and just message me, and I'm gonna do that because I was just giving them knowledge of what to do because I love to help people. I ain't gotta know you. My mama told me a long time ago, a stranger is not a stranger. It's just somebody you never met yet.
I like that.
Well, look, man, y'all have a
that.
blessed night. I'm gonna get in here. Y'all got me eating late, 10:30.
Sorry about that.
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing. I'm playing golf in the morning anyway, so I gotta get up early. So
Well, tell Coach Kenny we gonna try to catch up with him as soon as we can.
Oh, Kenny McIntyre?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, that's my dog.
My goal is to get at least 5 Predators on the show. I got 3 of y'all. We got EJ, we got you, and we had Damon Mason on.
Oh yeah, you gotta get Connell Maynard on there.
Well, if you can help us out with that, we'd appreciate it.
I can do. Hey man, I told you I'm good at what I do.
I don't doubt it. I'm a firm believer.
And I'll tell them to send it. I'll tell him you're gonna send a link to him. You want to talk to him?
Will do. I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
All right, man. Y'all stay blessed.
All right, Coach. You too.
Coach.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
All right. That was Coach Barry Wagner, the greatest arena football player of all time. Oh, man, this is awesome. This is awesome.
Yeah. Very insightful. Very insightful. More than I thought I was going to get. I mean,
yeah.
I was like, wow.
I thought – I didn't even think we was going to get that much, but, man, can't ask for a better interview.
I mean, that brother took, like, all the questions I thought I had and the ones that I didn't. And then I did see in the bio about the Any Given Sunday thing, and I'm like, I want to get into that, and he just went there. I was like, he's just driving literally every single thing
right
that I had on the list. I'm like, what? See, if I had like 20 different pins to throw, like that would have been it. I'd be like, there that question.
Truth be told, I didn't even know about the Any Given Sunday thing.
I saw it, but I'm like, I don't even know how it play out because I don't remember like seeing his face.
I don't remember seeing him. Period.
But now I have to go back and watch it and be like, oh,
right,
there you go, right there.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, prime example. It's just funny how like people we talk to on the show do these different stunts, right? And how these things they're involved with, and you would never know. Like prime example. I went back and watched The Next Karate Kid and was looking to find Lady Lightning, you know what I'm saying, doing stunts for Hilary Swank. And I'm like, oh, okay, right there. Okay, cool. All right, now I can tell, you know what I mean? But I had no idea.
And that's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of it. Like the stuff we would never know from people we hardly would ever get a chance to talk to.
True. Very true.
Oh, man. For those that are wondering, I got to get this out right now. For those that are wondering, the reason we did a special Saturday show was because we have a chance to cover tomorrow's 2021 enshrinement ceremony. So we'll be down in Canton. Ronnie will be with me in spirit. I wish he could be up there with me. But we're working on bigger things. And I know Ronnie's working his butt off. So by September, hopefully, because I'm trying to pull this off, hopefully we'll be in Canton together in September. So man, this is a hell of a ride so far.
Yeah, it is. It's been good, man. Every stretch of the way, and looking forward to everything else that's in store for us, man. This has been cool.
And we appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in and just watch and see as we've grown over the last couple of months. So we appreciate that. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Everything's the same. We are getting our Instagram together. We're trying to figure that out. I'm terrible with this, but we're going to work it out. And we will have some more big news within the coming weeks. So just stick with us. Just stick with us.
For sure.
So for 4th and 15, I'm Mel. That's Smooth. Peace.
Peace.